Welcome to the 1997 A-grade grand final at Leederville between West Coast and Scarborough. Scarborough for their fourth successive grand final, looking for their second premiership in 4 years. Joining me today is John Perryman, and also fellow Scarborough football and past player hoping to resume next year is Mr. Jamie O'Keefe. And the ball is bounced. West Coast get the tap out. And it's kicked on by Adrian Vanderson, I think. Up to the half forward, picked up by West Coast. They drive it long onto the half forward for West Coast, and it's tapped out by De Grooch for a boundary throw in.
Umpires today, Byron Hadjimalakis with Colin Chilcott. Ball thrown in, boundary throwing contested by Tivenbacher, and it looks like Barnes for West Coast. Ball goes to ground, it's a free kick to West Coast.
Yeah, over the shoulder there, John.
Shane Barros for West Coast. He's going to look to pump this one long, I'd imagine. Not much on offer though down forward. He's taking his time, hurry up, thanks umpire. Nice kick to the point of the square. Who's that? Tivenbacher for Scarborough. He's going to be vital for Scarborough. What do you think, Stephen?
I think it would have to be a key matchup with the West Coast ruckman. I'm not sure.
Richard Hudson, I think, will be his man today. Just Patrick Mascara gets it out to Govan. Govan hands in turn to Thompson, who's tackled, taken by Alistair Barnes. Barnes onto his left foot. He's got a couple on offer down there in the forward line. Scotty Uglo was it, comes out to contest. Brings the ball to ground. West Coast in front position again, get pushed out of the way. Tivenbacher with the ball now. Kicks up to centre half back for Scarborough. With young Chad Harding in the race. Pushed out of the way.
Well, Dawson overruns the ball, picked up by West Coast again. They get a kick on it, goes up to height of the full forward square. For West Coast, it looks like everyone's in it there. It's picked up by Matty De Grooch again. He kicks it onto the half back for Scarborough, picked up by...
It's Thompson with some room off the wing. He finds, that's a nice kick, finds Jeremy Smith, the ex-Carlton player.
Yes.
Runs onto his favoured left foot, pumps it in towards the forward pocket for Scarborough, just over the 50. It's taken on cleverly by Vanderson. He's going to pick up, thought he would have shot a goal there. What was that? Was that full grade?
No, it's a King, Sean King. Goes through for the one behind. That's the first score of the game. Scarborough 1 point. West Coast yet to open their account.
Actually, Stephen, the bench starters today for Scarborough is Aaron Dunster, Roger Fitzpatrick and Andre Tilbrook, while the West Coast have Nabali, Hollywell and Toya.
Okay, and I'm sure a lot of those players will get a bit of a run on the ball today.
West Coast bring the ball back into play. It's a long kick right onto the point of the centre square. It's marked by Barnes. It's a great kick and mark. Passed on to Kemp, I think that was for the West Coast. Pass it out to centre wing for the West Coast side. Ball's in the contest. It comes out, spills out to the Scarborough player in Boschman there. It's finding hard to pick out the players out on the far side there. It's out of bounds on the full with the West Coast to bring the ball back into play.
Someone didn't bring the binoculars today, is that?
I think we're a long way back up here.
Hate to rely on your eyesight, JP, with those bifocals that you have. But anyway, the kick is by West Coast. Goes up to between the mid wing and half forward for West Coast. Dished out by hands again. They go centre half forward. They kicked out West Coast.
It's Grant Povey for West Coast. He'll have a shot from there, I think.
He'll be about 40, 45.
He'll kick from 50.
He's become a bit of a football nomad since the demise of Mount Laurel.
Yes.
Where to next year is the
more clubs than Greg Norman, I think's the old call. Okay, he'll come in and kick from 50, looking to post the first goal of the match. Moves in deliberately onto his left foot. It's a nice looking kick from here. I think he's got it. That's the first score of the match.
That's the first goal, the CUB Carlton United Breweries goal of the day. That's a good kick, John Perryman. That's a good 45 out there.
Yeah, I think so far he's pretty well in the running. That's going to be another vital matchup with Mark Goslow and Grant Povey. I think last time the two sides met, Goslow probably had just the better of Povey.
Scarborough looking to rebound after their you'd probably say a shock loss against West Coast in the 94 grand final.
Yeah, Scarborough favoured team all year that year.
Looking to bounce back once again.
Umpire Chilcott in the centre. Bounce down Tivenbacher and Hudson. Tivenbacher, well, no decisive winner there. Full grade picks it up and kicks out towards the forward flank where Chad Harding's leading in the race. Should get there easily. No, he's been caught by the West Coast player. He's a bit of a speech to that fella. Anyway, this is Harding again. Onto his right foot, kicks it in towards centre forward where Jeremy Smith contests the mark, brings it to the ground. It's tapped top forward there by Boschman, who's run.
Campbell puts in a solid bump there, but no avail to Scarborough. It's still tied up there. Probably around about the 45 metres out from goal on the far flank for Scarborough.
Well, the matchup's pretty well as we expected. Tiffenbacher on Hudson, Goslow on Povey.
Actually, I think West Coast will be fairly heavily reliant on Hudson, as they were in the second semi, where Hudson didn't come up to goods, and Scarborough went forward with that and won that game into the grand final.
Yeah, I think that was the decisive factor in that game. Hudson not playing a real good one. Yeah, this is West Coast again anyway, kicking up on the far wing. It's almost a great mark there from the West Coast guy, but it spills out and over the line for another boundary throw-in.
Still waiting for that score update from the MCG. We'll cross to Drew Morfitt and his team after this bit of play.
Ball thrown in. Tiffenbacher and I think it's the other Barnes boy.
It's free over the shoulder.
It's Tiffenbacher. He's very lively in the first 10 minutes of this game.
Prominent.
That his third or fourth possession, I think, Jamie?
Yes, actually, Stephen, it's actually his fourth possession. He's getting a lot of run around the ground.
Jamie's just noted that it's probably the jumper. Anyway, he kicks into centre half forward where Smith again flies. He's not having much luck with the footy up there, but he's brought the ball out. Well played, Jeremy Smith. That's
Dawson.
Craig Dawson. Misses the tackle and it's cleaned up by West Coast. They've got a man running through centre half forward now. Kick long towards the centre wing with Fitzpatrick in his favoured behind position.
Goslow comes out with it.
Goslow. He's run off half back to get to there. That's good footy.
King pushes off. No, it's Boschman.
Over the shoulder.
A bit iffy that one, Jamie. I didn't think there was much in it, that one.
Yeah, there was a bit of contest there, but the umpires obviously sent it the right way.
Yeah, so they're going to have to be consistent on those if they start calling him now. Vanison, Young Thompson. Oh, he's almost kept his feet well.
That's it. Well, they've made a muck up there. Forced out.
Nick Moody's another one who Scarborough will be looking forward to take some big grabs up forward. He's got a great set of hands on him, that young fella.
Well, he is a strong marking full forward, and it's probably the best I've seen since I've been down at Scarborough.
That's a big call, Stephen. Anyway, ball rolls out of bounds again in Scarborough forward pocket. Maybe dumbfounded there a little while with that comment. Scores still Scarborough one behind to West Coast one straight goal. Ball thrown in the Scarborough forward pocket, probably about 25 metres around from the goals. It's going to be contested again by Tiffenbacher and Hudson, I think it was. Tiffenbacher seemed to get the better of that duel, but
Van Oossen's been fairly lively in the first 5 minutes.
yeah, he's another one who can sneak a couple of goals. The Scarborough team will be looking to take a big role. Ball bounced 30 metres out from Scarborough's goals, taken by a West Coast player, and I think that's Spilker is off his left foot, kicks it out towards half forward for Scarborough. Govan and Harding both go for the man.
Oh, no decisive knockout there.
Yeah. Govan held without it, and he's going to get a free kick.
Well played.
He plays that one well, Gov.
Yeah.
Driving.
I think Chilcott's got a soft spot for former captain Dale Govan. I think he milked him for that one, I think.
Oh, Gov on the left foot, I think his preferred right would have been the way to go there, but anyway, it's one behind for Scarborough. So with 8 minutes gone in the first quarter, Scarborough 2 behinds to West Coast, 1 straight goal. You find Dale Govan... Dale Govan does that a lot, tends to run onto his left foot. The natural right footer, but he's probably as good on either side. This is Boschman, he's going to go hands by looks to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick throws onto the right boot down towards half forward for Scarborough. The boys have, that's well played by Nick Moody.
High marking Nick Moody.
Got to get a bit of talk happening there.
Moody's have to have a shot at goal here.
Yeah, well, Nick, we've just said he's got a great set of hands. We've just evidenced there. He's perhaps not the greatest kick in the team, but he's working that all the time and getting better with every match. Now this one he'll kick from just inside 50. He's given that
it's curving round, but
almost made a fool of us there. But it's picked up in the end of the square.
He's looking for it'll be King. This is something.
King on the left. That's looks like he's missed to the near side.
It's in.
No, he's got it. Goal. First goal to Scarborough. After 9 minutes playing the first quarter, Scarborough now 1 goal to West Coast, 1 straight goal.
Geez, I just sense that Sean King, whenever he gets the ball, he's going to do something.
That's right. Well, he's 1 goal 1 so far. He's just needed a bit to sort of warm up, and hopefully that'll carry him on for a few more goals before the end of this quarter.
He's the sort of player that might only pick up 10 kicks in a game, but there'll be 10 goals.
Yeah, Sean King always been the spark of many revivals. Football revivals.
Byron Hadjimalakis bounces the ball in the middle. Tiffenbacher favoured by that one, but I think Hudson gets the decisive knockout. Not to his advantage, though, necessarily. Picked up by Goslow. Gets it out over the top. Picked up by Fitzpatrick. Scarborough getting all the footy, but not doing anything with it here. Yeah. Fitzpatrick with a free kick. He's got a couple runners out on the near side wing.
Goslow's free.
He's gone towards half forward. He's looking for Jeremy Smith. Oh, it's Nick Moody, who has been pushed. He's got a free kick. Nick Moody presenting himself well. He's got the runner in Boschman outside. He goes to him. Boschman short passes to Govan. Bit big, was it? Yeah, and it's gone out of bounds. Normally pick Bosch to pick those ones off.
Just quickly, Jamie, what do you think Gary Armstrong's comments to the team would have been before the start of the game? Just to get it and run, kick, long?
I would say in the first 10 minutes of the game would be just to focus on the actual the ball itself. Go for the ball. Don't worry about sort of start pushing around your opposition and that. I think that's it's been evident in the first 10 minutes, and it's something that we haven't really done in the last couple of grand finals. So I think we've settled down fairly well, and I think they'll push forward from here.
Just another side comment. Shane Grogan pulled his hamstring again during the week of training.
That must be disappointing.
It certainly is. So, if Shane, if you're listening, all the best, mate. Next year, mate.
I'd say he's probably sitting up listening to this telecast right now as we speak. That's another line to Scarborough too, isn't it? That's Robbie Thompson. So he's been prominent as well. Scarborough got a lot of guys getting a lot of the footy, but they're not capitalising on it.
Anderson and Thompson have been very well. The small players are running down to the forward line.
They've been prominent, and Tiffenbacher running forward as well.
Just a quick score check from the MCG. North Melbourne up.
North Melbourne up.
Oh, back the Roos there. We'll be happy with that. So another flag to the Kangaroos and another one to Scarborough, hopefully. All right, that's a long kick out to about 60 out from Scarborough goal by West Coast. It's a good kick, but it's, again, not effective, where it's picked up by Craig Dawson. He's screwed around his body, found Robbie Thompson. Thompson picking up millions of possessions. And he's picked out Van Ersen, the two prominent small men for the Scarborough side early in this match, and Goslow running well off half-back. He's found Govan. Now Govan is going to steady. He's got a man in the pocket. He's gone to him. It's Nick Moody. Now Moody will grab this. And pump it in towards the goal square. No, he doesn't. He goes short, and he's picked out Glenn Fitzpatrick.
Fitzpatrick, he'd be on the 50-metre line, about 45 degree around from goal. And, no problem with distance, I think. It's just a matter of accuracy. He is a bit of a lazy.
He's kicking into a slight breeze there too, I'd say. So this could test him, kicking from just outside 50. Scarborough with Nick Moody down in the goal square. Oh, he's got no problem with the distance, but he's pushed it to the near side, and that's through for another behind.
That's what I suspect. He certainly got a bit of power in his kick, Glenn Fitzpatrick.
Searching for the extra distance, he's strayed with accuracy.
Certainly been an added bonus to the team since coming over from Victoria.
Has been a great team man, one of the fittest men around, even though age may not be on his side. Anyway, West Coast.
Harsh call, John, harsh call.
Oh, Fitzpatrick. Oh, that's another behind.
Scarborough still peppering the goals here.
The West Coast fullbacks racking up the possessions here. Scarborough effectively blocking this into their forward line with an effective zone that Gary Armstrong's been working on for a lot of the year.
This will be Bevan's 5th possession from kick-out.
1 goal 4-10 leads 1 goal 6.
It's actually 1 goal 5. The ball's brought in to, is that the old Kevin Warner haircut?
It's Thompson
For West Coast. Oh, that's using your head, buddy. It's bounced straight off his forehead, and he's gone in with a knee. That was unnecessary, buddy. And it's Pyle on the ball, and another ball up.
He's fair umpiring today. I think the umpires, grand final, it's got to be hard. They tend to let the play go on.
Yeah, I think they're letting the players settle in, picking out a few soft ones early just to let them know what's happening. It's a great tackle there from Nick Moody, it was. Craig Smith, he's another vital cog to this Scarborough machine. If he can fire, the whole back line will fire. Mark Goslow out in front of Grant Povey again. Goslow taken up where he left off 2 weeks ago against West Coast. Oh, Fulgrave loses his feet. Barros for West Coast runs onto his left foot, kicks from just outside of 50. And the ball is taken there by, who's getting this, number 3 for West Coast, which is young Chapman.
I think it's the third time that the ball's entered West Coast inside 50.
Yeah, this will, kicking with the wind on a fairly acute angle though, could test him. It's taken a run-up of Dennis Lilly proportions. because the crowd's hushed with anticipation. He runs in a pretty slow run. He's going to kick this one probably from about 45 metres. Drops it on his left boot. It's a nice looking kick from here. I think he might have just snuck that one home.
Yeah, certainly drifted up. Yeah, the point was my call.
I thought he might have just had it. So that's 1 goal 1 to West Coast. Scarborough 1 goal 5, 11. Scarborough by, what's that, 4 points. Not making a lot of use of their possession, the Scarborough side. Scott Uglow for Scarborough to bring the ball in. He goes long towards the left half-back flank, looking for Tiffenbacher out there, it doesn't find him. It's taken by Barnes for West Coast on his left foot. He's kicked it into the centre forward, but it's spoiled by Uglow. West Coast have again got the run of it. They've got an open goal here. He's going to get this one. Yes.
Just didn't work for Scarborough, that coming out of the back line there. West Coast had formed up a zone defence there, and it just didn't work out with Scarborough, and hence, if you don't get those things right from the kick-in, they're going to nail you, and as we saw then, quick goal.
Stephen, that's the first 2 goals to West Coast from Povey, so we've got to keep an eye on him.
Which is a probably pretty unfair stat on young Mark Goslow, who's picked up numerous possessions around the ground.
Goslow's already had 2 hardball gets.
Thanks, Bruce. But yeah, Gozzy, it's a bit unlucky those 2 goals that Povey's got. They're falling off packs. But anyway, ball comes, attempted to clear by Hudson in the middle of that pack there. Chilcott's picked out a free kick at the bottom there. It's going to Barros. He's going to kick this one off his... kicking from just outside of the centre circle for kicking towards West Coast. He's gone for Spilker, the smallest man on the ground probably. Can't find him. It's picked up by Govan, who clears it across half back to his mate Craig Dawson, who's got Van Ursen running off centre wing providing an option. Doesn't go with that. Now he's got DeGrucci, who again, tells him to wait. Looks up the ground, he's gone long. Looking for Tiffenbacher, who should mark he's gone one-handed. Poor option, you'd suggest, but he's still got the run of it.
Good on you, big fella. He's been busy early, John.
He has been, and he'll let them know, make them earn their kicks too, Tiffenbacher.
Been a fairly controversial player throughout the year for Scarborough, but you never know. You just don't know until 2:30 whether he's going to be playing or not, do you, John? But it's good to see.
On to you, Stephen.
He's laced up. He's got the number 24 jumper on.
So in the backyard tomorrow afternoon. Anyway, Tiffenbacher in the ruck, beaten this time by Hudson. Unkind bounce from Matthew DeGrucci, and the ball's punched over the line by West Coast. DeGrucci had a bit of a ground in front of him there if he had a kind bounce, but it wasn't to be. Anyway, another boundary throw. This near side's been favoured, although I suggest with the wind, the other's the.
Certainly is a new side since the last time they played West Coast. I mean,
well, it's not really one change to the side, Stephen, but Shane Regan.
I'm talking about West Coast of '94.
It certainly is.
Yes, it's almost a new outfit.
And that's Smith. He just can't hang on to the marks up there. Very gifted footballer. West Coast have cleared anyway through Thompson, who gives the hand pass out to another one of his mates out there. I can't pick up this stage. It looks like it's Ovenden. Ovenden's giving it off to that's Kemp. Kemp will go and do his right foot, kicks it towards. He's picked out a Scarborough player, Mark Goslow.
Fulgrave's been fairly quiet at the start.
Yes, he has been quiet. In possessions only, I'd imagine. I'm sure he's having a word to say out there. Yeah, what's happening here? Umpire Jamalakis sorting play out. Mark Goslow around behind the mark. He's going to kick up the wing for Scarborough towards half forward. A nudge in the back given out there.
If it wasn't the mark, it was definitely a free kick anyway.
Got to play in front. He was that moody, but anyway, ball to ground again. West Coast have got the run of it. Picked up, handballed out. That looks like Spilker, was it? He misses his target with the handball. It's come back to him though. He's going to have a shot on goal now, I'd suggest, from about 40 metres out. It's a nice looking kick. He's missed it though to his near side. So West Coast now 2 goals 2. 14 leads Scarborough 1 goal 5 11. Scarborough paying the price now for some wasteful shots on goal early in this quarter. Uglow's found Goslow. He's getting plenty of space.
Shades of Nathan Buckley.
He's getting plenty of space running off.
Nathan or Nicky Buckley?
Either.
Who I'd prefer.
Yeah, just right.
Glenn Fitzpatrick, star recruit from Victoria, is looking for Jeremy Smith, who just is out of sorts a bit early in this match. The ball's come to ground. He's in there fighting, and he's got a free kick for his trouble too. He's run on to goal. He's given the short pass to Sean King, who penciled this one out in. Jeremy Smith starting now to get into the play of it. King's run around. He's had a shot on goal. That's a goal.
That's through.
Stuart Campbell lights you in the goal square.
That's Scarborough's second.
Scarborough back in front. 2 goals, 5-17. Lead West Coast 2-2-14.
And 2 goals to Sean King.
So, how do you see this game going from here, Jamie? Both sides sort of even on the scoreboard with Scarborough with a lot more of the possession.
So I honestly think that West Coast is still sort of expecting something from Hudson in the ruck, and I really don't think he's doing enough in the first quarter.
He's holding his own in the ruck knocks, but he's not getting kicks around the ground like he usually does.
Exactly right. He should be running around being free, trying to make use of his height and being accessible to the other players. We've got Nudge Campbell now in the ruck, so
Scarborough swung early change. I was giving Tiffin-back a rest up for early in the second quarter. Anyway, Campbell will hold his own in there. Fulgrave has got the run of the footy now.
It's probably his second touch for the
He
game.
won't miss too many targets with his kick. That's a
Dead-eye dick.
Magnificent kick. Tony Fulgrave doesn't waste too many possessions. The King's found Dawson short. Oh, he's played on, I fancy. He comes back to King, who's going to, well, what's he going to do here? He's kicked into the man on his mark. Touch ball, play on. Spilker for West Coast. Runs around into the pocket. Has a bounce. Oh, fumble silly. That's could have been deliberate if it went, but it didn't. Dawson for this goal. Nice one, Dawson. Fully comes through, misses his target. Nick Moody should have applied a tackle, I suggest, but the West Coast players kicked it out the bounds on the full.
It's
For Scarborough, no?
nothing definite there for West Coast, and
No, they're struggling for options up the ground.
certainly was a poor bit of football.
Very average. Fitzpatrick, I can hear the call, go to Tiff, go to Tiff. He has done that.
He's looking for the high marking Moody.
No, he can't make the most of it.
around the side.
Look at this. Thompson shrugs a tackle. He's just inside 50 yet, looking for Vanderson. Can't hold the mark.
Oh,
He's picked
great
up.
effort though.
3 West Coast players on the 1 and 4 line.
Not one. Well, this is Fulgrave for Scarborough. He's taking his time. He's looking for an option up forward.
Good kick from 75.
We've played 22 minutes. Yeah, he'll probably have a ping. He kicks it long into the pocket. Who's in there? There's King and Van Hersen. Another boundary throw in. Left full forward pocket for Scarborough. About 30 metres around from goal. They'd want another goal to finish this quarter off at least.
It's all over, MCG.
Probably about 4 minutes to go. Yes, I believe it is all over at the MCG with the mighty North Melbourne Kangaroos running out victors over the West Coast Weagles. Ball punched by West Coast outside of 50. That's can't pick up that player who's run it out of bounds. Under a tackle. Oh, the umpire's paid too high, I fancy.
He was halfway up that bank, JP, and then he decided to give him another free kick.
Yeah, anyway, we go by the umpire's call. This is, I can't pick up this player out that far side either. He's kicked long up the wing for West Coast. He's looking for, well, is that Barnes gone to ground? That's a very soft effort.
Well, Smith Shepherd for Campbell. Campbell came back and took the mark.
Stuart Campbell, captain of this Scarborough side. Been a warhorse for the Scarborough team over recent years. State representative, kicks up towards, well, just onto a half-forward flank where Moody flies, can't take the mark. Playing with it on the ground. It looks like it went tight in there. No, it comes out to Thompson. Thompson kicks it long into the pocket. Well, straight in front of goal, actually. It's that's a great goal. Great mark.
Oh, he's certainly been on fire early in the game. I mean, he's kicked 2 goals. He's had a stab at another one, but he lines up again. He's going to be probably just 20-25 out from goal.
Very handy goal sneak is Sean King for the Scarborough side.
Slightly off centre.
We'd back him in to kick this one. Kick on goal.
I think he's drifted.
Good. I think he's missed it. Better behind. Scarborough wasting these early opportunities. 24 minutes played.
Not a great deal of time on, I couldn't imagine.
I wouldn't think so, no. The West Coast fullback's going to have leather poisoning at the end of this quarter, though, I'd imagine. Scarborough set up that zone again with the West Coast huddle at centre half forward. They've struggled to break this zone so far in this quarter. It's gone straight up the ground. That's probably the way to do it with a loose man up there in Ovenden. Brings it to ground.
Oh,
now
that's too high.
One high. He'll go back and take his kick. Now, he won't waste it.
He'll look for a short kick, I think.
He's got Smith running to the goal square.
He's certainly got to go top of the square.
Moody flies, brings it to the ground. West Coast clean up, and no, I thought he was going to punch it through for a force behind, but he doesn't. Runs across the goals. Silly play. Touch ball, Dawson and Thompson. Thompson gets the footy, kicks it up towards the wing, where it's spoiled by Craig Smith from behind over the top of Barnes. Fullgrave, clever footy, handballs it out to Goslow, or punches it out to Goslow. Goslow gets it on to Fitzpatrick. Got Shepherd provided there by Campbell, gives Fitzpatrick a bit of room where he finds Van Urson. Van Urson, 70 metres out from Scarborough's goal. He's going to go towards the centre, I think. He does. He's looked for Tiffenbacher, who takes the ball off a touch ball and is forced through for another behind.
Well, that's 7 points, John.
Wasteful football.
You could think they could have been at least maybe 4 or 5 at this stage in the quarter.
Anyway, as we said, West Coast still struggling to break this zone. No, he's not going to go straight up the middle. Near enough to, I guess. He's gone to the outer side where that's Campbell contesting for Scarborough there.
Really, so West Coast coming out of the defence now. Up to that player up, but he's kicked it straight to Stephen Rigg. Smith in there. West Coast get the hands on. They drift it wide. I think that's a mark there. It's Mark Goslow there, and he's going to get the infringement. 50 metres there. Down by Adrian Marcus. Still to enforce the 50-metre rule.
Just having around the ground score coming too, Stephen, from Robinson Reserve. Scarborough G grade, 3 goals, 2 lead Wembley 2 straight goals. So that's another one looking good over there for Scarborough Robinson Reserve. As the ball comes up to Scar's half forward line, Nick Moody again brings it to the ground and contests on the ground, punches it forward, clever footy. He's got Van Urson with the run of it, runs onto his right foot, short pass, has found King, who can't take the mark over. Sterling Thompson for West Coast goes onto his left and kicks it only as far as Dawson, who goes onto his left foot.
Tiffenbacher
top of the square, can't take the mark. Ovenden runs it out with Jeremy Smith hot on his tail. Smith, great, well, almost clever footy. West Coast are going to clear here through. Can't make out who that is.
No, that's Stephen Rigg.
That's Rigg. He's got Barnes short. No, he elects not to go for him. Probably should have. No, he's got the ball. This is Barnes now. He's got the run of the footy. It's going to beat him over the line for another boundary throw in. Wasteful footy there from West Coast. They had players with the run, plenty of room to run in, but did not hit their targets. Another boundary throw in. Almost dead in the centre of the ground. The umpire's picked out another free kick there. It's going to Campbell. Well, he's
the old workhorse, Govan out there again, kicks it into the forward line, looking for King, overruns the ball and punched out. It'll be another boundary throw in.
Govan again off that trusty left foot. He's looked for Sean King a bit too high, and the West Coast player forced it over the line.
You just sense both teams are a little bit nervy. They're trying to settle themselves, and there'll be a bit more of a fast-flowing game the next quarter.
You think so? Yeah, they'll come out without their nerves. Although Scarborough, the West Coast defence have found it hard getting out of this forward line for Scarborough.
Certainly has been a battle of defences so far. There hasn't been a great deal of a flow-on, run-on. No team has got a breakaway.
No, I think there were footprints worn in around the Scarborough centre forward area this quarter. Yeah. Plenty of the play around there. Fullgrave has handballed it out to Govan again on his left foot. Misses this one. That's Hudson for West Coast. Gives it out to
Spilker.
Spilker runs into a centre forward and kicks probably long for him, just over centre wing. Barnes with the run of the ball, he appears to be playing up on a wing maybe.
Good on you, son.
He's got it out to, I can't pick, is that Barros? A short kick in. Well, there's West Coast everywhere here. Breaks the tackle, that was too easy. Scott Uglow runs into smother, can't make it, and it's another goal to West Coast. West Coast seem to be kicking their goals fairly easily, the ones that they've got, whereas Scarborough had to work for what they've scored. So at this stage, perhaps West Coast would appear to be doing it a bit easier, even though Scarborough's had more of the play.
Well, that's true. I mean, they're making every opportunity. They're certainly making most of every opportunity they have going that inside their 50. They've probably only been there maybe 4 or 5 times, John, but they lead 3-2 forward, 3-2 20 to 2-7 19.
Yeah, Scarborough, as you can see from the scoreboard, very wasteful with their kicking on goal. There's umpire Chilcott again.
Can't be too much time left in the first quarter.
29.5 minutes. That's your speak, Stephen. That's the end of the first quarter.
Okay. Okay, the end of the first quarter, as I've just said, Scarborough trail West Coast 2 goals 7-19, West Coast 3-2-20. We'll be back after the first quarter interval for the second quarter. Did you make it down to the...
Okay, Jamie O'Keefe has just come back from down the quarter-time huddles. So what did the coaches have to say, Jamie?
Well, John, Coach Gary Armstrong was talking about the half-forward line being the key area here for Scarborough. Kicking long down to the half-forward line. That quarter we had 75% of the play, but we really sort of lost it with the small errors. He was also talking about the commitments in the pack, as you saw with the last goal with West Coast there in the last part of that quarter. And as again, he just reiterated being careful in regards to the short kicks. And the other issue that he had was in regards to taking your time in regards to kicking long. They're enabling Hudson to get down there and get involved within the packs for the mark. So overall, he's quite happy with the quarter. He just wants them to settle down and focus and push forward and hopefully get a better result in regards to the kicking into the goals.
All right. Well, as we speak, West Coast just kicked another behind. That was to Barnes. B. Yeah, I think we pretty well noted that. It was pretty hard to miss it with Scarborough having all the play and struggling really to use the footy. But Scott Uglow with a long kick into play. He's almost found his brother Chris, who's been quiet. I haven't seen much of him, but the ball's tight at the bottom of the pack. Half back for Scarborough, tipping back to contest the ruck knock here against Barnes. B. Tipping back against front position. Chris Uglow actually got the effective knockout there, but it's gone straight to West Coast and it's held up. And will be another bounce now. By Chilcott signalling that he's going to throw the ball up. He does so. And Tippenbacker in front against two Barnes boys there. Spilker, I thought they had to run that, but it's taken by Kemp. Kemp outruns Craig Dawson, former teammates at Wembley. Great kick. Yeah, it was a great kick too. Oh, lots of fortune, isn't it, Normie? This is Normie. Our friend Normie from...
This guy's excelled himself over recent weeks, coming from spending 3 3/4 on the bench to coming out and actually getting a stat in this game. It's got to be a highlight for him.
Well, he's looking pretty excited about it too. 2 weeks ago, he was our favourite player, calling from the sidelines.
Oh, I think grand finals, you tend to turn over a new leaf.
Well, Normie would want to turn it over pretty dang quickly because he's struggling. Well, as we speak now, he's stopped it. West Coast with the early ascendancy in this second quarter.
Yes.
Coach Armstrong might well. What's happening here? He's got, I don't know, DeGrucci's going for a drink. I thought he might have been running the boundary line. Should have been a shock move.
So just an update from Melbourne. North Melbourne have defeated West Coast by 13 points. There was 12 goals to 4 kicked in the last half. So hopefully that can be repeated and West Coast get down to this game here too.
No doubt we probably will read about that before...
if you don't read about it, Stephen, I'll be telling you plenty about it tonight.
Yeah, well, I'll just bring one of my fairy head muffs, John.
Umpire Hadjimalakis in the middle, bounces the ball. Eric Tivenback of Scarborough. Oh well, that one's won by Hudson in there. It's kicked forward for Scarborough with Jeremy Smith in front position, brings it to the ground. Could have been taken by Harding, but wasn't. Now, who's that? Can't pick that up on his left foot for West Coast. Short pass up to another West Coast player who I don't know. He just runs it over the boundary line. It's Kemp actually for West Coast. It's going to be another throw in, dead in the middle of the ground.
Definitely seems that Hudson is reluctant to get into the contest in the centre circle with Tiffenbacker. He tends to be going for the knock from the side, not going in towards the body and going from there.
Yeah, I think there could be a bit of friction there between the state team days. But anyway, back into the play. Comes out of the back of the pack to Chris Uglow, kicks it forward. He's a great footballer, Chris Uglow.
Too much latitude there
Tenacious in defence.
by Tony Fulgrave. He just seems a little bit lost at the moment. But, hopefully he can settle and turn things around.
Scarborough go for the boundary line. It's going to be the boundary umpires have worked for their dollar today. And there's pulled a free kick. Edgy. Do you mind? Oh, free. He's got plenty of room here, Spilker. He's going to go. Oh, shocking kick though. He's struggled, young Nathan Spilker. Comes to Chris Hugo, throws it on the right boot. Oh, if Timberbaker can't take the ball from Chris Hugo. It's quite hard to mark those Hugo mongrels.
Yeah.
But quite often effective. Timberbaker with a free kick for too high. He's not behind his mark. The umpire's told him to do so.
Yeah, the umpire blows time off.
He's gone close to the man on the mark. That's an ordinary looking kick, but he's going to find Jeremy Smith. Strong mark in front. Runs onto his left foot. He's been suspect this week with a knee injury, but that's a shocking kick. Can't take the mark. Well, maybe it was. It's his left knee that's been troubling. And he's pulled up another free kick. The ball's going to come back. He's picking out some soft ones, Hadji.
It's probably not such a bad play to Scarborough. Probably holding the run.
Give him time to man up. There's still a couple of loose men floating around. It's going to be a bit loose in defence down there. He's looked for Barnes. Barnes breaks the tackle well. Sells a dummy. Doesn't work. Gets the handball out. Looking for his brother. Doesn't find it. That's an ordinary looking kick. Taken by Uglo in front position. He's working hard, Chris Uglo, off that half-back flank, but misses out on that occasion. Ball comes into the centre of the ground. It's taken by Jeremy Smith. He can't get it free. Done now by Normie.
Two stats.
Oh, he's on fire. Actually, I think that's might be his third. That's Spilker kicking from about 60 metres out. It goes short to Barnes. It's spoiled by Scott Uglo, but luck's a fortune for West Coast. That was Shane Barros for West Coast.
Just a few little chinks appearing in the Scarborough defence. I hope the alarm bells aren't starting to ring because West Coast are getting a little bit of momentum at the moment, and shades of 94 starting to veer.
They really need to man up in the back line there.
Yeah, having said all that though, I still think the ball's falling to their arms. Hasn't had much structure to their forward line, but the score is on the board. Normie integral to that piece of play. Now Scarborough look like there may be a change about to occur with Fitzpatrick and Dunster both warming up on the boundary line. Umpire Hadji Malakis bounces the ball. Tiffenbacker pulling off over by that one, but he wins it away. Chad Harding can't take the ball.
Pierce
Dawson.
off. Pierce off, Jack.
That's Barnes. He's played well, Alistair Barnes. Comes out, finds his teammates and Ovenden sells the dummy to Dawson, who's shepherded. Oh, Kemp, that's cheap, Kemp. That's cheap.
Good mark.
It's gone to Fitzpatrick.
Bosch's free.
Boschman, he's been quiet too. Ooh, he just found his teammate in Goslow there. He sells the dummy. Have a bounce done. Goes long towards centre forward. He's got Stuart Campbell in front position. Goes straight through his hands and picked up.
Oh, West Coast there to lap it up.
That's Knight for West Coast.
Kicks it out on the centre wing there for West Coast and also picked up again. It's
bit of scenery floating in the grandstands here at Leederville Oval.
certainly that scenery.
Scarborough player flat on his stomach on the halfback flank. I can't make out who that is. Looks in a bit of trouble. They're calling for
no, it's Uglo, yeah, bandage.
Yeah. He'll soldier on.
His fourth grand final appearance in a row.
Yes, 4 years of Scarborough for 4 grand final appearances. And the umpire's called the blood rule. So that could be Uglo. I think he's looking a little bit dazed too. I
think it could be a blood nose, John. He's got his head.
Well, he's going to have to come off with the umpire having called off with a blood rule. So it looks like Fitzpatrick's going to come on for him.
Could be a double change over. Looks like Dunster's preparing to come on as well.
Don't know who's coming off for Dunster.
I think
it's Chad Harding. It is.
He's in the good hands there of physio Marnie, and she's looking absolutely fine there with her violet bloomers on.
Young Marnie. It's good to actually have a physio who can run properly.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so first change for Scarborough. Harding off, Dunster on. Still waiting on Uglo to come off for Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick's gone on. It's a blood rule change, that one.
He also seems to have a bit of a limp off his left knee as well.
The gammy knee there, yeah, he's looking in a bit of trouble actually.
Too healthy.
That'll be a bad blow for Scarborough because he's just starting to run into a bit of the footy there across half back.
Is that because they changed his religion? He's now Jewish, is he? Or is that a bit of a kipper on the back of his head there? Huh? It's that Diamond Joe, I think. It's got the old crane dome there.
Anyway, the ball thrown up on the outer side. Slightly, well, it's punched on well and surely to West Coast advantage now, just outside of the 50 where
shepherding.
Boschman picks it up, gives it away to Govan, who's throwing it on his right boot, and he's found
3 there.
Well, that's
Smith athletes in action.
it's a nice kick. Oh, Smith to Smith. Smith, that's a strong grab in front too from Jeremy Smith.
Well,
good to see him run into a bit of form up there. He runs around onto that favoured left foot. Goes short though, but he's found, is it Kingo? I can't take the mark.
Took it a bit too easy there at the last minute, but
he's redeemed
regained
himself.
well. Slams onto his left foot, goes high though. Oh, Moody at the back!
Oh,
Regains
Mooch.
again. What's he got? No,
No.
he's out of bounds, I fancy.
Out of bounds on the full. Right, West Coast to bring the ball back into play. He's going to have to play up the line, you'd imagine here. Well, he's got plenty of free players
Well,
on the other side.
you can't go around, pal. You're going to kick over the mark. He certainly squeezed. He's going to be kicking into that quarter.
It's going to Barnes, who's been their
Tiffin
target on
Becker.
a number of occasions. Just can't have Thompson playing on Barnes in those contests. Barnes, who's been prominent early in this match, he's gone to a time-run contest, so he's picked out his brother. He could do with a haircut too, just quietly. Goes back, throws onto the right boot. He's got flow on the pack and found Boschman for Scarborough. Now Boschman's got a player loose in the centre of the ground. Doesn't get away with it to him.
Hands over to Thompson. Thompson takes one bounce.
Keep going, son.
Steadies. He's looking for Campbell. It could. Oh, Campbell can't do nothing, but
Well, works to the front well, but can't take the mark, and it's out of bounds again. Scarborough will be looking for another quick goal here, though. West Coast have had the early ascendancy with a couple of quick goals. 10.5 minutes into the second quarter.
West Coast have got a very open forward line. They've got 2 of their players in the 50.
Yeah, 4 players on the entire ground inside West Coast 50. So it's very congested. King goes slightly backwards looking for Fulgrave. Isn't favoured by the bounce. It's taken high.
Should have a shot for goal with that.
It's been a great find for Scarborough since coming from Subiaco.
although we're basking in sunshine there, the black clouds coming over from the city end are looking ominous. I think we could be safe though.
Yeah,
If anything, maybe.
Coming the other way.
I'd say so. The weather normally comes from behind us, so I don't think that's going to present too much of a problem. Thanks anyway, Freddie Forecaster.
Oh, fuck you too. You fucking bastards.
Oh, hang on, Freddie Freightley.
Oh.
Yes, I think it will be raining yesterday.
I have a word to my mate Bruce McAvoy here. They can get you off the team, you two.
Thompson comes in, has a shot on goal. It's slightly to the right.
That's behind.
Through for another behind.
3 points for Thompson. It's 3 behind.
Thompson, I imagine he'll figure prominently in the Scarborough fairest and best count. Scarborough now go on to 10 goals, 8.
You wish.
2 goals, 8. Jeez, I called that well. 2 goals, 8, 20. To West Coast, how many are they? 5 goals, 3, 33. West Coast bring it out to the near side, straight into the teeth of the slight breezes blowing. Stuart Campbell, front position, can't take the mark. West Coast through Barnes again. He's been very good in this first half. His handball misses the target again. Thompson in there on the bottom of the pack. Gets their
good
hands
play,
out.
little
Great
fella.
football. Ben Boschman.
Adrian Venison.
I'd say Boschman and Thompson will be 2 of the prominent vote getters in the first and best count next week. Venison goes long. He's gone the torpedo. I'll tell you what, he's almost got onto it. But it's going to the forward pocket. Can't be taken. Well, that's Jeremy Smith on his right foot. And it's going to go out of bounds on the full.
By Tweedy.
I think they must have tidied that scoreboard up. It's looking a little bit unrespectable there at 2 goals, 9.
Yeah, tidy up. We'll get James up there. He's who we need to tidy up the scoreboard. James Kerr, Scarborough's famed scoreboard attendant. As the ball comes in, Kemp's taken this one. Just still inside the Scarborough 50 metres on the far side. Kemp, indecisive. What should he do? He's called to go long. That should be about 30 metres or so for Kempy, I'd imagine. No, he gets about 40 out of it. It's come to ground. Thompson again. He's been good. Throws on his left boot where he's found Jeremy Smith. Now Smith will have a shot from here, I'd imagine. He'll kick it from about 50. Slight breeze behind him. Normally a fairly good kick of the footy. As you said, some AFL experience.
Yes, I think he did appear in one of the Carlton team posters. And, I think he was standing in, top left next to the trainer, I think. At least he was in the side though.
That's a good looking kick for distance, but again, going for distance, found wanting for accuracy and it's through for another behind. Scarborough, 2 goals, 9.
2 behinds for Smith as well.
2-10, I think, John.
Is it 2-10?
Scarborough crowd at the, behind the goals are going crazy. Flags are going.
Yeah, I think they've escaped from the Scarborough crate. I think the young Mrs. Smith and ought to keep their eyes on the young kids a bit closer. Anyway, the ball's coming outside of 50. It's found, is that Dunster going to pick up the ball for his first? Fitzpatrick. I'm wrong. That's Dunster. He's throwing it on the boot. First possession, I think. That's looking for King, can't take it. Dawson.
He's going to be quick, Tomo. He's going to be quick. He's been caught with the ball. Definitely.
Dawson put him under a lot of pressure there.
Certainly did there. Didn't give much of a chance to him. That West Coast.
Tipping off.
Tipping back up for Tilbrook. It's an interesting change. Tilbrook on for his first run anyway. He's shown a bit for the Scarborough side this year in his first year down here.
Getting a bit away at height in the change over.
Just a young guy too, 20 years old. The ball comes out the back here. It's got Uglo. That's another one of those Uglo kicks we were talking about. It's gone out of bounds on the full. Just have a look at that, how the Scarborough backline would have been last year with those kicks coming out with the Uglo brothers and the O'Keefe kicks. Would have been all over the shop.
I've been practicing for the last year.
West Coast, Barnes, he's taken a couple of great marks. He's proved a problem so far in this game. Him and his brother, they've both been very prominent for West Coast. He's going to, well, I don't think he'd be having a shot at goal from there. He's indecisive. He's going to kick from about 60 metres. What have you thought, Stephen?
He's got the breeze behind him, John. I think.
I would have said the breeze was blowing the other way, isn't it?
Where are you standing?
Fair dinkum. Have a look at the tree over there.
What's the language, Stephen?
Have a look at the tree.
Anyway, well, his kick did fall short.
Oh, we've had a fall.
Oh. That's the first goal Scarborough's kicked this quarter.
Dale Gavin's kicked the goal for it. How do you list that as a forced?
Better be safe than sorry, I believe. I think.
So I want to start looking through those big sticks at the other end. Anyway, it's going to be.
It seems to be very soft under feet down there. There seems to be a few people that have fallen over.
There's been a few. Yeah. The ground looking very lush.
Yeah, we saw Perryman last week kick a goal after he slipped over. So.
You won't be seeing him again. Live in the past. Anyway, Thompson bought the ground. Normie, he's been on fire this quarter. Who's that at the back? It's well taken by. Is that Govan?
Former captain Govan.
To the left foot again. Oh no.
Dunster's going to have to get in.
Dunster, that's great footy, Aaron Dunster.
No, I don't think so.
Average kick.
He's kicked it straight to the West Coast there. He chips it short and across the
Kemp,
edge of the square.
Kemp has gone to the pocket.
Smith
That's a great
with the punch.
spoil. Boschman in the race for the ball. I think it's going to go out. No, Boschman's he's taken it.
Seems like Hudson is just taking him to the centre square. He's not going anywhere else.
Yeah, that's, well, let him down last week, but, 2 weeks ago. But haven't been relying on him today. Anyway, the ball comes to the ground. It's taken by number 24 for West Coast, which is Povey. Povey kicks it forward. I'd say he's been held, and he has. I don't know what Gov's doing that far back. He's normally a wingman, but anyway, Goslow kicks it up towards centre wing, looking for Fitzpatrick.
You have to get in front.
Yes, can't play from there, Fitzy. But he'll catch him. No, he won't. Zamali for West Coast. Well, Normie went in and missed everything there, Normie. Have a look at yourself, son. Who's on the bottom of that pack? Dale Govan pulls himself up. Why should we not be surprised? Umpire Chilcott throws the ball into the air. Stuart Campbell front position. He's pushed out of the way by Barnes, and he's got a free kick for his trouble there.
Yeah. Umpire right there.
He's got Boschman free. He's gone to him. He's got well taken. It's Spilker bearing down, and he's got another man on in Dunster. Lex not to go for him. Plays on straight up the line, looking for Smith. It's going to go to, I think, Hudson. No. He's going to come Povey. Sneaks one out underneath. This is Barnes again. Ball spills free to Dunster. Dunster with good footy on the boot, son. Have a go there, Barros. That's number 7. Oh, there's no.
Gets a kick on Fitzpatrick. He's up to the top of the square there, looking for Fitzpatrick again, but he's beaten, and West Coast come out of it through defence again.
West Coast defence have strung it together this quarter.
I think you find West Coast definitely have a lot more people down at the crumbs as well at the packs. We seem to be having more people going after the contest.
Oh, he's running into the wall! Stuart Campbell! That's on the ball.
Hear the crowd clapping that one.
Oh.
Stuart Campbell, the big man. Not noted for laying tackles, given his size. Well, hold your feet, son. Oh, you've got to be quicker than that to recover, Mooch. The Scarborough forwards been found wanting a bit this quarter. Oh, that's... Geez, you've got to tackle him, son.
He just bounced back off him.
Yeah, well spoiled by Fitzpatrick. No, it was Dawson, I think it might have been. Or was it Fitzy?
Yeah, Fitzpatrick
Dawson.
in the forward line, yeah.
This is...
Just
have a free
Campbell
kick.
in about 30 seconds.
Campbell's starting to find a bit of form. They're running across, well, the half-back line, I guess, running out of the ruck. That's Thompson brings it to the ground, lays a tackle. They didn't want that footy, the West Coast player, but anyway, they've got it. They've got a handball out. Oh, you heard the steps. He's heard the steps, Shane Barros. And Govan has snuck around the corner, looking for the boundary line. I fancy, but missed. That Spilker got the handball underground to Barros. Barros has found, who's this, Barnes again.
Barnes.
He throws on his left boot for his brother. Can't find him. It's taken by
Boschman.
Onto the left. Average kick, but it's found his target in Fitzpatrick, who gives the hands to Goslow. He's running off Povey with ease. Probably not that hard. I wouldn't say Povey's the quickest man around. Taken by Van Ersen. Quick hands. Fitzpatrick can't take it, but he's recovered well onto his left boot. Short pass. That's a great kick. Jeremy Smith. Short passes, too short.
A little bit tentative.
I think he's feeling his knee a bit.
Yeah.
And the goal's gone out of bounds. Ball's gone out of bounds.
Scarborough just can't. Yeah, they just can't click it going into their forward line. That's certainly where they're falling down. Yeah.
So ball thrown in again. It's going to be Moody contesting the ruck knock with Hudson. No decisive winner. It's taken by Smith. That's good hands. He's got Van Ersen. He'll kick this. That's a no
straight as I die. That's the one for the Ripper Reader replay. That one.
That's a great football from Scarborough. That's all they've got to find, a bit of purpose in the forward line. West Coast never looked like they were in that contest after the throw-in. With almost 21 minutes gone in the second quarter. Scarborough are going to need a couple more, I think, this quarter. That's their first goal for the quarter. By Chilcott again. Stuart Campbell contesting with Richard Hudson for the centre bounce now. Hudson wins that one, but straight down the throat of Dunstan, but he can't take it. Picked up by West Coast ball. No, Fitzpatrick.
Looks for the short pass onto his namesake.
Fitz.
Roger Fitzpatrick.
Poppy Fitzpatrick.
He puts it high. He's looking for Moody. I think Moody could get there. No.
Well, I think he probably could have if he kept his foot to the floor, but the ball has beaten them to the boundary line.
Seemed to hold up in the wind there, that ball.
Did a bit.
Certainly,
the Scarborough runner down here, Warren Dean, looking resplendent in yellow. Ball thrown in. It's going to be contested by Jeremy Smith. He gets the punch out.
West Coast.
There's Thompson in front for West Coast. He throws it on the right boot, looking for... Who's that, Normie?
What's he doing there?
He was Normie. You're an inspiration, son. Gives it away to Barnes. Barnes goes backwards, loses ground, and going for the safety of the boundary line, but Dawson's going to beat them to it. He's got to beat Normie. One to beat. Normie shouldn't be a problem. He gets it away to King. King can't take the mark. The West Coast player looks for the boundary line and finds it. Umpire Hadjimalakis flicks his wrist, telling the boundary umpire to throw it into play.
Povey off. Hollywell's on for the West Coast, number 18.
Peter Hollywell. I think they're selling us a dummy in the budget.
Sold the dummy in the budget.
Yeah.
West Coast out on the...
Barnes has done well. These Barnes boys are a thorn in the side of the Scarborough team at the moment. He's gone towards centre half forward with Stuart Campbell's floated across Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick takes the mark. He's out the handball to Boschman.
They got Fulgrave in the centre. They've picked him out. And Fulgrave, he's going to go for the kick.
I thought the handball was on, but no, he elected not to go for the handball.
True. I thought he's just kicked it up there. No one really there.
Yeah, I thought Fully might have handball, but anyway.
No, I
Yeah.
wouldn't.
A little bit of wishful thinking there for getting a handball off Fulgrave, but...
Fully, you've got a better recovery than that too. He's gone for the spoil and just stopped. But it's come back to him. I think he knew that was going to happen.
Can he do something, the big fella here? He goes...
Jeremy Smith.
Ooh, he's gone too wide for him. But he looks like he's going to recover well. Dodges one player.
Clever football.
No, poor kick. Fitzpatrick in there. Kicking in danger. It's a West Coast free kick. Umpire calls advantage.
If you call one, you've got to call them all. I fancy umpire Chilcott, but Kemp for West Coast.
And there could be another score from West Coast pick it up through as I missed that. Missed to the right, I think, Jamie. I can't figure who was that. Who was that?
That was Barnes.
Barnes.
I can't believe 5 goals. So I think West Coast are in front by 3 points. Well, more than that, is it?
Oh, Ugo with a spiral punt. Oh, Campbell knocks it back over here. That's gone to the centre. Picked up by Adrianson. They got Fitzpatrick on the wing. He takes one bounce. He's got it up to the square looking for Fitzpatrick. No. Oh, he's recovered well. He's dodged one. He's looking for a handball. Adrian Dennison, top of the...
He's found his...
Is that Thompson?
It is Robbie Thompson. He's been everywhere. Just had a score check come through from Robinson Reserve. Scarborough G Grade v Wembley. The scores are 4 goals for apiece. All square at half time at Robinson Reserve.
Well, that's,
Just in case you were wondering, Youngie, that's a draw.
don't take,
For those
don't
of you
take the piss out of me while we're on air, pal.
For those of you who can't hear, we've gone 4 goals 4 to 4 goals 4, and Stephen's gone who is winning. Anyway, Thompson runs in deliberately.
You
Kicks
bastards,
it
to be honest.
to the top of the square. I think that might have just... It's a major.
1 goal 3 to Thompson. 3 to Thompson.
Yeah, Thompson's been a prominent player for Scarborough so far in this first half.
Well, Scarborough got the two last goals, I think, and
They needed them.
Actually, Thompson and Van Ersen have worked very well together in the first half.
2 Rovers, yeah.
Match,
They may have to lift a bit more from the second half for Scarborough to put up a better show. Anyway, bounce down, nudge. Stuart Campbell misses that, but the ball's fallen into the arms of Scarborough player on the bottom of the patch. It's come out to Fulgrave. Fulgrave runs onto his right foot, throws it on there. Got Jeremy Smith in front, can't take the ball. It's come out to Thompson again, but straight past him, picked up by almost picked it up. Comedy of errors here. No one can do anything with the footy.
oh, Moody swung to the ground heavily there. It's all tied up there, and I think umpire Hadjimalakis called for a bounce. Glenn Fitzpatrick just getting into the game of late.
Hedgie's doing a bit of sledging by the looks too. Hedgie bounces the ball. Hudson and Campbell. Hudson got that one away to Fulgrave. Fulgrave at the bottom of the pack. Can't get it away.
No.
I think he's in danger.
I think that's a payback.
No.
Yes, I think you're right. I think there was one there though in his back. Umpire Jamalakis has called the ball back behind the mark. Fulgrave to take it. He hasn't got much on offer up forward. Tentative lead from Fitzpatrick.
I think he might just bomb it and look for crumbs off King.
He's gone towards Fitzpatrick. But
Hudson, that's his first mark for the day.
Hudson, yeah. He's dropped. That's the first time he's dropped back too. With any great effect anyway.
He's looking out to Barnes.
Yeah, they've gone to him every time. And it's paid off for him. He's taken some strong grabs. Best on ground so far for mine. Goes up towards his brother again. They've got the old cracker syndrome.
Definitely pushing the back there, Craig Smith. Free kick.
Craig Smith's another man who's going to have to lift his rating for Scarborough.
Yeah.
Normie, is that mud on Normie's shoulder?
It's heavily bandaged, reused tape, I think.
He hasn't taken it off since last week.
That's correct.
Thompson again at the bottom of the pack.
Yeah, I think from memory it was in the last encounter. Well, it's the last encounter between these two teams. Tilbrook might have had a bit to say to Normie. That's Boschman, Simon Boschman and is it Sterling Thompson for West Coast.
West Coast 5-5-35, leading Scarborough 4-9-33.
Ball thrown in again. That's Campbell and Hudson to contest the ruck knock. Campbell in front gets it down to Thompson. Goes straight past him though. He comes out to Thompson, who in turn goes to Barnes. Again, Barnes to Barnes. Again, I get sick of repeating myself.
Gets a handball on Fitzpatrick.
Oh, well, good hands fully.
Fully. I should say. Oh, here we go. Ooh, that's a mark.
Well, I would have almost paid that if not the interference, if not the mark. But anyway.
I thought he cradled it long enough.
It's a good tackle. That's got to be.
Blow your whistle, umpire.
Umpire, do you mind, please? Vanison dropped.
Just sort of took the bump there, Vanison, and.
We'll point the difference here at Leederville Oval. Crowd growing, but not quite at MCG proportions as yet.
No, I think about 15,000, John.
Per capita, I think it would be close to 15,000.
15,000 decided not to turn up.
Okay, this is Thompson for West Coast. He's saying to pick up a few possessions. Chips it over the top to Hudson,
Dolly.
but he's spoiled. That's an average kick. What hospital do you want, son? Oh, straight through. They're missing targets. Scarborough has got a talk in there too, fellas. That's between Dunster and Thompson.
Definitely pushing the back there.
Who's picked up this? Is it Dunster or Thompson?
No, I think it'll be Thompson.
No, it's Dunster.
Dunster.
Dunster throwing his weight around in there. Not a lot to throw around, but good luck to him. I think fully taught him that in Bali last year, Jamie.
He did, you threatened to crack him.
Now, what's that? Now, you've played with him, Jamie. What's it? What? I played with him on the footy field, I mean.
Oh, okay, yes.
I thought you were talking about Bali. Kick goes long to the square.
Oh, could have taken the mark on the half-time siren.
Byron. And as the siren goes.
As we just get a score update. Okay, it's half-time, and I think we'll go to the score. Score check would be West Coast 5-5-35, leading Scarborough 4-10-34. Point the difference at half-time. We'll be back three-quarter time. Sorry for the third quarter.
Chilcott's bouncing the ball for the start of the third quarter here at Leederville Oval. Comments from the rooms. Gary Armstrong's asked Scarborough to be a bit more accountable in the bottom of packs, and wants a big effort from Nick Moody up forward. Anything else to add to that, Jamie?
Yeah, I think the cool thing was the two notes that were actually on the whiteboard in there, and the first one was focus, and the second one was today's game will be in your memory forever, and I think that's very adamant in regards to the grand final today.
I think it'll certainly be Chris Uglows, who's sitting down there sporting a fairly well broken nose.
It's very Jeff Fennick.
Premiership quarter underway, and there's no tomorrow after this.
Just repeating that score earlier from the MCG. North Melbourne far too good for the West Coast Eagles, as the ball goes out of bounds again on the outer side. We've got Tiffenbacker's going to contest this one, I'd say, with Hudson again.
Go the Sainters.
On the bench for Scarborough is Chad Harding, Nudge Campbell, and also Chris Uglow with that lovely schnoz.
And he wants to come back on, so we'd expect to see more of him. He'll be pretty fiery too, I'd imagine, once he gets back out there. As the ball gets tied up again in a pack and out on the full. It's gone Scarborough's way. It's going to be taken by Dusty. Dunster, that raking right foot.
No, it's Fitzpatrick.
Roger.
Marked on the fingertips.
He's got a lead. Kingy, clever.
Did
stuff.
well to get back, King.
He's got it. That's clever footy.
Thompson hands over.
Moody, he runs onto his favourite right foot. He's going to give the handball out to Dawson. He runs onto his left, snaps towards the goal square.
Who's behind?
Jeremy Smith.
Too easy.
Clever.
Too easy.
I think he thought he'd lost that one to a push in the back.
Well, I think the West Coast boys, both hands on the hips, they thought that definitely there was a free kick there.
I think we're touch and go. We'll take that one. We'll watch that one tomorrow on What's Your Decision.
Exactly. Interesting to see Hudson was actually down in the Scarborough forward line.
Yeah, he started dropping back now, the last few fortes forward. And that's the first goal of the third quarter to Scarborough. Oh, we've got an enhanced scoreboard. I think we might even have the vision on the scoreboard for the last
Beautiful.
quarter. I must have got James up there, I'd say.
Early draft pick.
Valuable member of the Scarborough community, James Kerr.
Yeah, I think
1-2 to Smith. I think the first 5 minutes, as with all grand finals, the first 5 minutes of the third quarter is definitely imperative to see who's going to take a stranglehold for the rest of the game.
Warren Dean waddles across in front of us. Yeah, looks like big Alistair Barnes is playing on the wing on Dale Govan down here. Interesting move. Just got a Uglow running off the wing as well on that's Chapman, I think. Oh, he's been sold the dummy too. Somebody's taken high there. Hadji's called it from a long way away. He's called it against Fitzy.
Yeah, I think
he's usually pretty lenient. Anyway. Yeah. The kick anyway is to go to Hudson for West Coast. Hudson, he's gone to the wing. He's found Kemp out here. The bloody West Coast, he's got a paddock to run into. Yeah. That's a good kick from Kemp, but it's been marked by Scott Uglow for Scarborough.
You think with Kiwi, he had an advantage of a paddock, but he really didn't use it.
That's
He just
right.
standing kick and gone straight to Uglow and bang.
Perhaps a lack of torque there because he didn't know he had so much room and he stopped for a while, which cost a lot of space. But anyway, this is Dawson for Scarborough running up the outer wing. He's looking for
Full grade.
fully. Oh, look at the pace.
Pick and run.
He's gone.
Get rid of it, son.
Handball. He's gone. Looking well.
He's handballed.
He did handball.
It's out of bounds.
Just getting back to the half-time change rooms. It's quite calm. Down there.
I think they were sort of at the start of the half time was they were sitting back and they were sort of taking on board what has taken place. Gary Armstrong really worked them up at the last half, and they've definitely come out firing, as you can see.
Yeah, they're certainly having all the play again at the start of this quarter. What did you find in the West Coast room, Stephen?
Pretty much nothing, John. They certainly had their doors closed.
Had a lockout to the media?
Well, certainly, and no entry passes to myself.
Fair enough. Okay, this has gone on. Full grab waiting at the back of the pack. It's cool players, fair enough. That was off hands. Hadji's picked one out. That's the evener upper for Fitzy. Fitzy's indicating he's going to go long. He's looking for a lead from Nick Moody. Well, he's got Moody there. He's worked his way to the front. Doesn't drop too many grabs, this young fella.
Hudson looked disappointed with that. Didn't get into the contest.
And this is the guy Armstrong was looking for a big effort from.
Yes.
Creating something down there in the forward line.
Been a good contributor all year for Scarborough. Had a little brief period there towards the end of the second round where he went walkabout. He's got that one.
I think that's true.
That's a great kick. That's a great kick. All the boys come in and pat him on the bum. That's the way.
Good start for me. That's actually his first kick at goals, which has come through with the 6 points.
And it's come into the 5-minute mark of the third quarter.
Scarborough getting the early run on in this quarter. This is what they were looking for.
It's only up to 11 points
might have
now.
spurred them on. I think we might have only had one time in the West Coast 50 this quarter so far. Early stages yet.
It's taken out very quickly. 11 points of difference.
Tippenback is still on top of Hudson in the ruck. He wins this one again, straight down to Boschman. Can't get a handle on it. But he
Sobs off the
shovels
ground,
out with his foot.
Tiffenbecker. Still back up in the air. Spoiled by Uglow, didn't come off, but picked up by Fitzpatrick.
That's a great
Handball
shepherd.
to Vanison on the wing. He takes a shot to King. Yes, King.
Well, 50,
that's
thank you,
50.
Hadji Malakis.
He's got to take it. The crowd lapping it up.
Great work, Byron Hadji Malakis. You've got to get some control on this game. That's the way to do it.
Amity from West Coast got a bit carried away there. It's created an easy goal for King. That'll be his third.
Young Thompson firing the boys up there. That's great footy. Glenn Fitzpatrick. The boys all getting in here to pat him on the bum up on the centre wing.
Yeah, well, King, he's King for his third, is he?
That's his third.
He's kicking for his third. He hasn't let the team down. That's another goal on the Town and Country scoreboard.
Looks like Scarborough is starting to put their authority on this game now, I think. Early stages of those.
Certainly.
Very big call, but that's a great start to this third quarter, the premiership quarter.
It is the start that Gary Armstrong wanted.
Exactly what he was looking for in the rooms. All the boys, look at them, they're just fired up.
You just said there's just that they've stepped up the cog now.
Enthusiasm's there. Yeah. Looking ominous.
It's quite uncharacteristic of Scarborough to take half a game to get into the game. They certainly have been the best first quarter team throughout the year.
In the past, the third quarter has tended to let us down a little bit. Having this one, they've turned it around at the right time of the season. Mark Goslow looks to be getting a bit cold up there at fullback.
Tiffenbecker, big tap to Dunster, swings on his left foot.
It's actually his right, anyway. The other left foot.
He pivoted on his left foot.
And Smith appears to be getting on top of the other Barnes boy since he's moved on to him. I didn't look at the footy, but...
Any danger in the neck there, Umpy? But
do you mind them playing,
please?
Well, we've got the little emergency umpire going to go for a walk now by the looks. There's nothing happening, he just wants to walk on the ground.
Which is...
Claim to fame.
You could say he was on the ground for the grand final. Scarborough go forward again. Jeremy Smith front position, but probably not the best. He's got one over the shoulder. Hadji Malakas. How did you miss that? Yeah. He'll take that. Jeremy Smith. He's happy with that. That's a stagger. Jeremy Smith, great football. Being scragged, dropped it on the left boots, and was through for a major.
Smith's second goal for the third quarter.
Just watching the replay of that one on the big scoreboard. Oh, look at what a kick! That's magnificent, Jeremy Smith.
And look, you've got Matty De Grucci's come all the way from the half back up to congratulate
That's the enthusiasm the Scarborough boys are playing with now. Fully's even run down patted veg on the back for his kicking from the out on the full.
Fully's actually said something nice or something.
Well, I can't lip read, but it's just a guess. Oh, there's a bit of a smoke. Povey's not happy.
He's a bit upset.
He's been shut out of this game.
Well, it's blown out at 23 points now, the lead, in favour of Scarborough.
Povey might have had 3 kicks for the game, 2 of them being goals, but it's not a big contribution from, well, a former AFL player, isn't he? So, umpire.
I think Povey's ran out of petrol.
They did quite some time ago. Hudson wins that one to the advantage of number 24 for West Coast, who is the man in question, Grant Povey. But he can't get it onto his boot, and it's tied up for another bounce.
He's straight back onto him.
Robbie Thompson, surprise, off the bottom of the pack. He goes to pick up his man in Kemp.
You just sense if Scarborough can be probably 5 or 6 goals up at this three-quarter time break.
It'll be very difficult for him to come back.
Certainly.
Yeah. Well done. Good footy, smart footy. Oh, strong work, Jared. Oh, that's... umpire, do you mind? Oh, that was soft, but anyway, let's play on.
No real.
Scarborough seem to be manning up this quarter, which is good.
Yeah,
Restricting the flow.
Beros got on the ground. Govern's run into a bit of trouble. Goslow, didn't want to
Got it.
Certainly, only player going, he had his head down, you've got to protect the player going for the ball.
Goslow's a bit fired up at the moment.
Warren Dean has come to stand on the mark. Goslow runs around him. Looking for Roger Fitzpatrick. He's got the front position, can't mark. He's come to ground, taken by number 7 for West Coast, who is Knight. Knight goes towards the centre of the ground. He's found another West Coast player in Povey. Povey go back onto the left foot.
Run down after he gets.
Yeah, he ran off him well there.
It's Grant Povey, who couldn't accept the fact that he could be playing in a B-grade premiership this year.
Yes, left Mount Lawley for West Coast. And as you stated, yes, they are. They're playing the B-grade grand final as we speak. Mark Goslow again, Povey's man. 60 metres around from the West Coast goal. Goes up the line.
No options ahead.
Fitzpatrick and Tivenbacker. Fitzpatrick over the back, can't take it. Comes to the ground with Kemp. Can't take the footy. Goes to ground. Spilker for West Coast.
He's in there.
Aaron Dunster. That's good work from the young fella. Well, Hadji's come in and sledged him. Yeah, bad luck, Poves. That's big puffy blouse. As Hadji Malakas bounces the ball. Povey takes this one. Comes straight down to, who's that, Boschman, is it? Yeah, Kevin, no, Spilker in front position. Can't take it. It's flicked out the back. Normie. Barnes, that's deliberate umpire.
Actually, big rumour that Fremantle are looking at Normie as a trade for Jeff White in the 1998 draft.
I heard they were going to do a direct swap with the West Coast for Simic. But anyway, this is Smith over the back, straight down to Barnes though. He's been good. Is that, that's okay. Shane Beros again. This too. Got in front of De Grucci on that occasion. He's going to have a shot on goal. Good looking kick too from here.
That's touched, I think.
That's great defence. Great work from the big fullback for Scarborough. Who, he's going to, well, it's pretty tough breaking these zones today. Both sides zoning up pretty well coming out of fullback.
John Dory.
Yeah, we'd like to see a couple of the big ones from the big fella. This is done stuff for Scarborough. Oh, short, too short. Dawson, he's been paid the mark. Dawson, not much on offer.
Not creating enough, Scarborough.
Third kick and they've got it out of the 50. Oh, somebody's flown. Tiffenbacker.
Tiffenbacker into Goslow's back.
That's Fitzpatrick. Oh, he's got a
plenty
paddy going.
Fitzpatrick.
He's got a would have thought he could have run that one a bit further.
Yeah.
Smith with good recovery. Great recovery, Jeremy Smith.
Yeah.
Well, that's good football from West Coast. Gets the ball out.
Too easy there, I think.
Oh, he's played on something earlier with Kemp.
Here comes Dawson!
Dawson's got a payback on Kempy too, I think. That'll be coming anyway. Scott Hugo,
solid in defence.
the custodian. Scott Boschman running wide, but that could stretch his kicking distance, but he goes to the other side. Looking for Fitzpatrick. Must have been close for a free kick. This is Spilker, who's picked up a few, but shocking kick again. He's struggled for his precision with his kicking all day, Spilker. Now got
Chips it across to Grucci.
He's got Dunster free. Oh, he's tight.
Full ground the run. Is he going to chip it over? Ooh, did think about it. No real options up ahead.
He said, you don't handball to me, why should I handball to you? Let's that one go by.
That's not the type of attitude you want to take into a grand final,
Wrong
right?
way to play, yeah. All those things said, he did
Chip
have a
short to
nice
Thompson. Thompson on his... He goes as short, so he goes straight to West Coast. And that's that man Norman again.
Normie's like a magnet.
Smith here. Ooh. A tad, nothing in
The
that.
crowd called 50, but I don't think they've ever played the game.
Nothing in that at all.
Yeah, because it was 50. They don't know much about the footy these days.
Craig Dawson went across for the foil, but didn't come off. And West
Another shot on
drifted.
goal.
Yeah, drifted.
Behind it to the near side. Stephen, score check, please.
Okay, Scarborough 8-10, 58. West Coast 5-7, 37. Margin of 21 points.
Give it to the runner or the manager. Yeah, that'll do. Long kick in. Oh,
Tiffin
Stephen back.
Becker.
Almost
Jeez, he's
spoiled
played a
by,
good game today.
Goslow. Is that Goslow?
Look for the hand pass, but
Yeah.
decided to kick. He's on for Glenn Fitzpatrick. Takes an over the shoulder. The umpire's paid.
He's been good.
He plays on. That's to Thompson. Louis Luke Toyle look-alike. And straight up to Glenn.
Oh,
Oh,
now
that's
that's
Roger
gotta be 50.
Fitzpatrick. No,
Oh, it's Fitzy and I would have thought.
he can see.
Jeremy Smith.
There he is.
He'll have a shot on goal from there, I'd imagine. Straight into the teeth of the breeze, I think. A kick from 50.
Dunstan needs to run out. Leave it up for King to run through for a lead.
Looking at this early stage, Jamie and Stephen, who would be your picks for the best on ground medal at this stage?
The Jamison medal.
I think the Jamison medal is actually the fairest and best in the competition.
Yes.
We're just talking today.
This will be the Neil Judge medal.
Oh, that's a great kick. Great point.
3 goals, 2 to King.
Any tips, Jamie, so far?
Well,
Best on ground?
I'd certainly put Tiffin Becker up there in my top 3. But I'd also put Dale Govan. I think he's been resolute in defence.
Jamie, your thoughts?
I would be more alone with, for Scarborough, obviously Thompson and Venison. I think those two have been very solid in the first half and continuing into the third quarter. West Coast, without doubt, have to be Normie.
No, I think Alistair Barnes might just beat him to the mark there, but Normie has been good.
I think
Got as many possessions. We'll speak of the man, here's Barnes again. But Normie's probably had as many possessions today as he's had for the year.
Uglo with the ball at the back. It's gone. Norman, that man Norman, that could be holding the ball. It is.
You're gone, Normie.
Yes, that was a very good decision there by umpire Chilcott. He came away, he swung around, back.
Oh, he's got 50.
Yes.
And that's good.
It's silly for
Good umpiring. They want to do that stupid crap.
He actually picked up the ball and turned on his blind side, and there he's met solidly by
Well, we've got someone in a bit
Craig
of trouble
Smith.
behind the play. The West Coast players at Normie. He's punching the ground in anger.
I think he's trying to cover up the fact he fucked up.
Oh, Jesus, I'll tell you what, they'll be feeling the reverberations of that on the old Richter.
It's a low trajectory kick there. No one real.
Oh, well done. Nick Moody, good shepherd out. That's definitely one thing that Gary Armstrong did ask for at half-time was some more shepherding in the forward line, a bit more run. Moody's obviously taken heed to the coach's comments.
I think he's done an ankle, Norman, I think.
Normie's, yeah, he's coming off.
I think he's fractured a ponytail.
He could have done. He's broken a hair. That's trouble for West Coast. Normie, one of their better players to this point. Spilker again. Oh, he's looking for Normie. You can't take it.
Well, he's off. He's off. So there.
That's clever, Ben Boschman. Throws it on the left boot.
Moody, want to get. He's
pushed
in the back. No, I didn't see it that way.
Play on. That's Boschman again. He's been good. Short kick to Jeremy Smith, running out of centre forward.
Over the shoulder.
Yes, we'll give him that one.
Good call, Haji.
Jeremy Smith.
Well done, Normie.
Showing some good skills.
Very solid. Solid contribution.
Number 27 for West Coast, according to the footy record, is Toya, although it has been wrong already today. Okay, that's Normie, the crowd, that's clappings for Normie, just come off the ground. Andre Tilbrook goes through hard. Good work.
That's tough. He did get the ball away. I think he might have been taken high there, but
Chilcott's looking for the evener upper.
I think the umpire saw the latter decision there,
Yeah,
I feel.
I think that was a bit average. Anyway, this is Nathan Spilker.
No real options up ahead for West Coast. He decides to bomb it to the top of the square, and Dawson chips in for the foil. Doesn't come off.
That's Barnes again.
Just letting him run.
Screws back on his left. All there, Fitzpatrick. That's Glenn Fitzpatrick.
He's got Govan for free too. He's gone to him.
Going short.
Got to hold that Dale. He does.
Just inside, centimetre perfect. To pinch it cliche.
Not too much on offer. He goes short to Fulgrave. Fulgrave thinks about the handball, but no, he decides against it, goes back.
Have you got the stats there on Fulgrave?
Yes. Fulgrave's actually had 5 kicks and 22 handballs already up to the end of the third quarter, which is solid.
That was in the warm-up. This is Hudson for West Coast. Goes onto his right foot. Short passes. Ooh, risky. Number 9 for West Coast is Cameron Tweedy. Tweedy goes short. Finds a teammate there in someone else. Not sure who that player is.
They did do it.
He's calling for the long kick. Not much on offer up forward. Very crowded. Yeah. Oh, he's gone short again. Straight. Oh, that's a shocking kick. It's come unstuck for him. That was disgusting football.
The crowd down. Oh, that's a nice call.
Calls it. Kempy, you're in trouble, son. Goes onto his left, finds Thompson. Thompson's going to have a shot from just outside of 50. That was terrible football from West Coast. Very lucky to get out of that.
Seems to be a bit of a reversal in positioning where we were talking in the second quarter.
I was just about to say we'd be expecting that.
Talking in the second quarter about how it was very open in the West Coast forward line. It seems to be a reverse. We've got King and his opponent in the forward line, forward 50 for Scarborough, and that's basically it.
Well, I don't know what the free kick was there. It could have been a push.
Very, very ticky. We have. Chilcott's trying to even up the score. Obviously, he's got a direction from judging at halftime.
Score check just in for Robinson Reserve. G grade grand final, Scarborough. 8 goals, 7. Wembley, 7 goals, 5. Scarborough 7-point leaders at 3/4 time.
That's good.
My spies tell me that Scarborough will be coming home into a slight breeze.
Okay, well that's another goal for West Coast. And,
Barnes, 1 goal, 2 to Barnes.
Score check is Scarborough 8 goals, 11, 59. West Coast 6-7, 49. 43, sorry.
Whistle's going.
I think that's full time.
Chief check.
The Ducks are bad in here.
Boschman hard at the ball, tries to get onto his right foot and he does successfully.
Dawson, well done.
Picked up by Dawson. He goes looking for King. He waits for the ball. Props on his right, looking for Fitzpatrick. Yes.
Fitzpatrick, this will be a vital goal.
Put this in.
But what is the difference? 15 points, is it?
We'll be looking at 16 points.
I believe.
16?
I believe.
So,
Now, do you think he'd kick this one?
Well, he certainly made the distance. Accuracy would be another thing.
yeah, Roger, usually a fairly reliable kick from the Victorian mould. Plenty of them down at Scarborough as he runs in deliberately, drops it on the boot.
Certainly distance is there.
Yes, he's pulled it
Certainly accuracy.
to his
But,
left. and
that's another point.
Point to Fitzpatrick.
That's 27 points, the difference. Sorry, 17 points, the difference, is it?
It's 20 scoring shots to Scarborough.
Got a bit of a mismatch up here on the in height. Glenn Fitzpatrick on the smallest man alive,
Well,
number 27.
Well, he doesn't lack pace. Glenn Fitzpatrick's
No,
quite
and he'll run at it all day. Yeah, I wouldn't like to try and get away from him. Barnes again for West Coast. Got people calling for 50. I don't know much about the footy, these people down here in front of
I
us.
don't think so. I think.
Obviously here on work experience.
Long kick from Barnes, finds Fulgrave, just falls in his arms. Terrible for Scarborough coming up, warming up, ready to come back on. I'd say probably Tiffenbacher coming off.
I'd say you're right. Obviously Armstrong is changing the ruck position off the bench.
Well, Tiffenbacher is just taking the mark and.
He's just started to start playing some good footy. He won't be having come off.
Up there, there's Fitzpatrick in there. No one really taking a definite dip at the ball, but it comes out. Well, Fitzpatrick's taken high, I feel, but the umpire saw his play on.
Yeah,
So give it a go.
edgy Yes, I'm not sure about that one. Okay, so he gets up off the ground, throws the ball back to his mate, Byron Hedgemalakis. He throws the ball in the air. Tipping back up. No decisive
Thompson,
knockout there.
on his
Thompson
left.
picks it up. He's played well. The West Coast crowd here calling for their players to get in front, which has been a problem today with both sides.
Sean King seemed to have just drifted out of the play there since the first quarter. He was certainly on fire in the first probably 15 minutes of the first quarter. But,
Yeah, I think you're right. He was fairly relaxed in the second quarter. He's definitely creating something in the third here, so let's see how he goes.
Snap by Dawson!
That's out on the full. That would have been goal of the century.
Certainly.
Scarborough fish and chip goal today.
As we look over the Vincent Street end, coming in is that Omaday?
That would be
Omaday?
someone.
Yes.
Oh, those. Barnes again.
Both
He's
contested.
been good. Taken by Spooker.
Spooker's actually been relatively quiet for his own
For him, yes, he has been.
And there's Bogan Barnes.
Yes, that's a great do he's got. Looks like Poida.
He's got his Jack Daniels shirt under his jumper on.
The Jack Daniels undies. Scott
Come out with
run out of fullback.
three-man
Scott
defence here
Ugo.
through full grade. Naturally would kick
Govern's
it.
free.
Govan takes that second to assess the situation. He's looking for the big marking. Moody!
Oh, pushing the back. Yes, I'm going to agree with that one.
Giving it to Ovenden. Moody obviously concentrating on the ball. Didn't see how close the player was in front of him.
He's another one who will be off to Jeff Ferguson Optics.
Fully's just been a magnet for the opposition's kicks this quarter. He's got an option now with Gov if he can go quick, but
I think he'll go long. I think he's going to blast it. Looking for Moody again,
Moody.
nothing there.
Got to give the young fella a chance if you're going to put it out in front of him like that. Right on fully.
Full grade. There's a paddock of Scarborough there. There's 3-1 there.
And West Coast are going to win. That's hard to comprehend how that can happen. But anyway, they've run out. He's got Spilker here. He's going to get spoiled by Govan, I'd say. Well played, Dale Govan. He's got
Good
Scott
option.
Uglo way out back. Good footy. Great footy, Scott Uglo. Looking for Van Ersen. Great spoil. Good recovery there from Knight for West Coast.
I think the forwards have to put the pressure on, otherwise they're going to be beaten. They seem to be beaten to every situation at the moment.
That one for West Coast.
Yeah, again, another quarter between battle of the defences. We've got Hudson on the centre wing. Run onto his right, he's got a man loose in the middle. Doesn't go to him though. He looks towards centre half forward for West Coast, where he's got Barnes again. Smith Campbell's flying over him. Puts himself in hard and ties the ball up for another bounce down.
That would have been Hudson's third kick for the game, actually, John.
Yeah, he's starting to get around the ground a bit now. He's looking a bit puffed.
Full grave off.
Fully's not happy. Young Chad now is going to prove a nuisance down there for the West Coast backman. Just complimenting the Scarborough Mosquito fleet. Good contest there from that Boschman, I think. Dunster picks it up. Well done, Kingy. Busts through the pack. Let's keep running, Kingy. Good work. Great footy, Sean King. Back to Adrian Van Ersen. Chad Harding centres the footy. Great football. Robbie Thompson.
Champagne football.
He's got a man loose in the pocket. It's King. Hasn't got him.
Nothing
He's
yet.
dropped a couple of them, but let's face it, that was a tough one for him. That's Knight again for West Coast.
3-1.
Put his head down for that one.
Tilbrook looks for Dunster.
Take your time, son.
And
Dunster goes
Dunster,
back.
he's just probably about 70, just inside 70
Yeah,
metres out.
This will test him.
Hudson.
I don't think he'll go for it. He goes short to Uglo. Uglo on the outer wing.
Good, you have a goal, son. He's kicked it. As Jamie's just pointed out, Richard Hudson's dropped back.
No one there, but looks like it's picked up by Scarborough. It could be Moody. Swings on his right foot.
Moody.
Straight up. Ooh, rainmaker that one.
Straight down. I think Moody, the
Picked up by Thompson.
Robbie Thompson. Have a
Can you do it
snap.
inside that?
Bad luck.
Shades of Gary Ablett of 94.
Yeah, it's young Thompson playing a great game of footy. He'll go in and get the footy when no one else will. Couple on for West Coast just outside the 50 here. Kemp one of them, Hudson one of them. They're going short though. It's Toya. Toya's slowing it down. He's gone wide. So the cross was played to the other pocket. Risky football, but had the man on. Number 22 for West Coast
the forwards,
would be Bevan.
Scarborough forwards will certainly have to put the pressure. I've said this before.
Yeah, they're running it out a bit easily.
just the last 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes or late, they seem to be taking a little bit lackadaisical.
Fitzpatrick's been sensational across half back.
Dunster's free.
Dunster, got to go yourself, son. That's the
Doesn't
way.
know what
Draw
to
the
do
man,
with it.
Draw the man, and he kicks it long. He's got Moody. Oh, well, I thought he misjudged that. So
Yeah.
that's good footy.
Moody's a bit too far out to score.
You put bourbon in that coat game?
Wow. I think it's the bourbon on your breath from last night, John, but
Moody, oh, he's gone the Tory.
It's a ugly looking Tory.
I'll tell you what, it's ugly but effective.
there.
He's got it to the top of the square, but it's scouted again by Toya. He's started to pick up a few possessions.
West Coast mop up. Through, is that Spilker?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it
Bit
is.
of pace under
Spilker, oh, he does an
throws
ugly looking torpedo
The
punt there.
reminiscent of a Yugo out of the Scarborough back line.
Doesn't come off, but Scarborough pounce on the ball and going to be ball up by umpire Chilcott. Scarborough 8-12-60, lead by 17 points. West Coast 6-7-43.
17, that's what I picked them to win by too. The ball's thrown into the air. This is Campbell v Barnes. It's won by West Coast, but into a sea of Scarborough players. It's taken there by Goslow.
Unfortunate withdrawal from the 997 Bali trip this year, but
Yes, circumstances prevented him being a part of the tour.
yeah, 23 black.
Bet you don't know why.
And there's the three-quarter time. And there's the score, Scarborough.
Score check, please, Stephen.
Okay, it's three-quarter time now. Scarborough with a convincing 17-point lead. Probably the biggest lead of the match so far, John. 8-12-60 lead. West Coast 6-7-43. We'll be back fourth quarter.
Okay, here we go, start of the fourth quarter. Jamie, just back from the huddles. What did the coaches have to say?
Well, first of all, it's a bit of a hike up here too.
A bit puffed.
Yeah, a lot of the guys were all teaming up together and saying that they were, the first goal in the last quarter is definitely going to be the key there. Gary came in and mentioned that there was excellent pressure in the third quarter. Everyone was doing their bit. They were fighting and scragging in every way possible, which was excellent.
A bit of a puff there.
Yeah, I know. I tell you what, I'm getting old.
You certainly do sound like a man who's been a year out of football.
Oh, I should have done. I was about to say I should have done pre-season just to do this. But basically, Gary put it all together and said, look, the next 28 minutes, he's looking for an intense game of football from the Scarborough Footy Club. And at the end, the medal ribbon on it as he did.
Here we go for Scarborough!
That's that first goal we were talking about. Chad Hardy. Great for you. That's what Gary was looking for.
Well, the ball came up to
Done
just
very
outside
well.
the top of the square, and I think Nick Moody hang back, thought it was going to anticipated the over the heads, deflected up to Chad Harding, picked it up, straight in, bang goal.
I think it all started up here with Jeremy Smith attacking the footy pretty hard. That's just what the Scarborough boys needed.
First goal.
3 points.
It's definitely what Gary was looking for.
No opportunity to get across to the West Coast huddle, Jamie? No, okay, don't worry
No,
about
they
it.
actually had the borders around there. They wouldn't let me in. There was tight security there.
Security? Okay, new breed.
Yes, I think Gavin Carter was working out what the heck was going on and who was his team. So, that was a bit difficult there.
Umpire
Okay, so
Hadjimalakis bounces down. Not a real clear getaway, but Fulgate managed to put it onto his boot somehow. Oh, the West Coast player handballs. Looks like he's going to go to the safety of the boundary line. Yes,
that's
he
got to be
does.
deliberate, Hadji. Have some balls, you got them.
Interesting to note, Gary Armstrong has taken Van Ursen off at the start for the first 5 minutes, obviously preparing him for the last part of this quarter.
Yeah, this is one of those players you can bring on, I guess, as a spark and kick a couple quick ones.
Definitely.
Throw in Campbell with a two-fisted thump. Scarborough players run over, but it looks like it could be Matty DeGricci. Handballs to Ben Boschman and another handball
puts you under
to
pressure.
Jeremy Smith. Collected by a West Coast player over the boundary line.
Stuart Campbell's done some inspirational work for the captain today. Coach Armstrong singled him out at half-time for a bit of praise for some work he's been doing. Looks like they've put Alistair Barnes onto him as well. Ball thrown in to be contested by Smith and Hudson. Comes to the ground with Thompson again on his left foot. He's got a free kick for too high.
Oh, we'll take that as a bit of a bonus one there. I thought
Well,
the ball did go out of bounds, was it, John? Or?
I think it rolled over soon, but I do think the free kick was there.
Yeah.
But, well, what's he going to do? He's going to have to look for something.
He's certainly a little fella.
He's
Certainly in the
played a great game.
certainly in the Lukey Toya role, anyway.
He's played a great game.
Definitely goes to show that if you're first at the ball, you will get free.
That's it. The man in front.
And Normie's warming up.
Oh, this is ominous for Scarborough.
Oh, he's giving it a big roost.
Kick. Falls short.
Yeah.
Oh, as he pushing the back, it's going to go to Hudson. He's been trying to make Normie back on the ground to the cheers of the crowd.
Yeah.
On you, Normie. Mark Goslow's gone to pick him up.
He's just a force to be dealt with, really.
Look at Normie. What an intimidating picture. Oh, he's showing some muscle down there too.
Pull your pants up.
Oh, he wants to wipe that mud off his arm.
Well, we've still not been distracted from play.
Normie's worth the
moment,
distraction anyways. The ball's thrown in on 50 metres around from Scarborough's goal on the outer side. Campbell, well,
He's going to cop that.
a
He was,
kick.
yeah, I think he got a
Over
bit
the
of
shoulder. Is it over the shoulder?
a bit of a flick around the ear roll, I think.
Okay, so he's going to, well, I'll tell you, Nudge will have a kick from here, just outside 50.
Oh,
He's gone to the front of the square. He's got
Fitzpatrick!
King at the back.
Oh, he's carried.
Yeah, it's cleared a bit easily for West Coast. They've got a couple running out. That's a great kick. Spam Thompson.
I think Fitzpatrick went hard enough with the ball there.
It was a great kick. I'll give him some credit there. This is Toya for West Coast. Hasn't got much on a forward. Oh, what's happened here?
Something off the play, I think.
50.
Yeah.
No, that's not 50. He must have been off the play, isn't it?
Yeah, well, Fulgrave's having something to say, so he could have. He could have.
Fulgrave has just threatened to burn his house down.
Oh,
What I know.
Oh, edgy. You plucked that one. Stuart Campbell.
well, that was a big risk there. The Scarborough player coming from punch from behind, because if he missed it, it could have gone fell right, and probably the goal square and West Coast chance to bang one
Swoop
through.
on it, yeah.
Yep. But, well, they say.
Dawson, Craig Dawson pointing to the other side, but it's come to him. It's going to have to be Glenn Fitzpatrick. Good mark.
I'd like to know his stats on how many marks he's taken, Jamie, because.
Fitzpatrick's actually had 7 for the day.
Yep.
No, I didn't just
Oh, Jeremy Smith.
James Smith made great ground
He's
there.
run about 20 metres.
That's magnificent stuff.
Looking for Sean King. Have to be a dive, if anything, but he scoops it the one-hander.
Fitzy wasn't expecting that, I don't think.
Couldn't take it cleanly and bottle it up.
Bottles it in. It's good
Made
play.
inside the boundary line. Probably around about maybe 65 out from Scarborough goal.
For mine, Glenn Fitzpatrick's moved into contention, I think, for the VOG award.
Yeah,
You
certainly.
still can't get past Thompson for his performance
Yes,
today.
yes.
He's instigated a lot of drives from the
Straight off
half-back
half-back
line.
line,
And,
yeah.
yeah, but,
Well, with about 5 minutes gone, things are looking good here for Scarborough. The West Coast struggling to hold it in their forward line, and
You just-
as a result, not scoring.
you just sense that West Coast get the next goal. They could get a bit of a run on, but that's the most important for Scarborough to put the screws on them right now.
Thompson again. Geez, he's played a great game.
Top pressure.
Mick Moody came through
Oh,
strongly.
Marachi
Yeah, he's in
still-
the back. No, the umpire's called for a ball in. Good work from the young guys there for Scarborough and Moody and Thompson. Oh, shocking throw from the boundary umpire. I'd almost call that one back, but he's gone to the favour of West Coast. Oh, he's punched it through for a behind. Force behind. Yes, I think these young guys are going to enjoy tonight. Banderson warming up on the boundary line again. They're looking for a bit of a spark. Kick a couple more. It's Dawson in a contest there with Chapman. Dawson wins
He's
out.
gonna go
Goes short.
short.
He's got full grade.
Yeah.
That's clever footy.
Would have been just 10, I think.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's good enough. Also, full grade. What do you think? He might pass. We're looking for a pass off.
Well, certainly if Fulgrave gets this goal, you don't think he's going to stick out the West Coasters.
Well, I think this will make it
This could be-
very tough.
This could be a big play coming right up here.
I think this will be a cause for a.
Oh, not coming around either. It's drifted off. And out says the boundary umpire. Yep.
Fully, yeah, should have perhaps looked for a pass there. Outside his kicking range. Yeah, he's running up and down in front of the coach, trying to get noticed. He wants to go on. This is Barros for West Coast. Oh, he's pinpointed Matty de Grucci. He's got Fulgrave at centre half forward. He looks that way but doesn't go to him. He's gone short to that man again.
He certainly climbed up there, I mean, in the top 3. Danny Thompson. It's
he's pulled the kick.
funny looking kick, but
Jeremy Smith contested, can't take the mark, but he's backed up well again.
He's
got magnificent
miraculously
recovery.
got on his feet. He's fine, Dawson.
That's great footy, Jeremy Smith. How's the recovery? He's done that so many times today.
Very well.
Craig Dawson to have a shot on goal. He'll probably kick from about 40 metres, just inside 40. He's usually a very good kick on the run. Comes in on the boot. Looks good off the boot.
That's in.
I'll take that.
First for Dawson.
Snuck in for another one.
I think that could be almost a sealer. Scarborough boys are jumping around. I think they know it's going to be a tough one for them to get out of this.
We're only approaching the halfway mark of the last quarter, but already they're taking champagne off ice. And that could be full time. We've just got, this could be a telephone call from Osborne Park.
Yeah. Up by about 24. It's 4 goals. 4.
Up by Hadji, ready for the bounce. We've got Hudson and Nudge Campbell going in the ruck. Interesting bounce.
How long to go?
Fulgrave down to Thompson, then went to Andre, sorry.
All right,
So seeing Moody's 1 on 2 and taking it out. That's interesting.
Bit of bad news coming from Robinson Reserve. G-grade side, Scarborough, led by Tony Farmer. Looked like going down with about 5 minutes to go. They're down by about 5 goals.
Not good news at all.
Anyway, back to Leederville. Whoa, what happened there? Missed that.
Back quite well there.
Yeah, that was a bit too easy. Good Shepherd laid on, no, it's Tilbrook, isn't it? Taken by Govan. Govan kicks it up towards half forward for Scarborough. Someone pushed out of it, it was Moody. Ball comes to ground, taken by West Coast. Runs up onto the wing, kicking towards half forward for the West Coast side. He's got, well, 2 Scarborough boys onto 1 there.
Govan with the handball over to Goslow. Goslow on his right foot. Bananas around just inside the boundary looking for Fitzpatrick. The West Coast can't pick up any players out that way, but
it is a long way away, as I said before.
Going to be a bottle up. It's going to be a free kick. Yes, it's Govan.
Yeah.
Govan's up with the ball.
Yeah, he's played a good game too. The best on ground medalist in Scarborough's only A-grade premiership 2 years ago.
Very serviceable effort by Dale Govan this afternoon. Looking for the high marking Moody. Slipped through his hands.
Yeah, unlucky there.
The look away hand pass was from Spilker.
Spilker's, well, he's had a few possessions, but hasn't done a lot with them. Not like himself. Normally getting frustrated.
Boschman's free over backline.
Just a bit of a hush around the crowd at the moment.
There is a hush. I think the West Coast supporters are stunned by
You think so?
second half onslaught from the Scarborough boys. Goslow, after taking his time, kicks long up the wing. Looking for, was that Smith who's gone to ground? Moody. Hudson. Hudson, as we said earlier, he was the man who really had to stand up today for West Coast to be a big chance, and he has not done that.
Hasn't done too much at all. Seems to be reluctant to put his hand up for the marks as well. He needs to explore, at least try and put his hand up for a contest.
In the encounter between these two sides early in the year at Millington Reserve, he was the dominant player on the ground, and consequently West Coast won that encounter. In the game since, he hasn't stood up, and Scarborough have got the money. You know, the throw in this time won by Tiffenbacker. West Coast clear the footy though. It's going in the direction of Govan. He shepherds it over the boundary for another throw. And Scarborough boys now, I think it is taking their time about things. They're in no hurry. West Coast boys have got to show a bit of desperation here if they want to be any chance.
Certainly he's a bit of an anticlimax at the moment. It, probably has the last score was probably what, how many minutes ago, Jamie, you think?
We're looking at 5 minutes 12.
Okay. Thank you. Jamie O'Keefe, care of Swinburne Institute of technology. Thank you for joining us this afternoon, Jamie. We look forward to your on-field antics next year in '98.
At least it wasn't the Cousins Institute.
Right there, is that something to do with any soap connotations in the showers, is it? Or?
Whatever you want it to mean, Yank. If you want it to mean soap in the showers, then soap in the showers. Barnes anyway. Barnes again gets that one out.
Oh, that man Norman!
Have a goal, Normie.
Normie's he's just your elite footballer, isn't he?
This is the man who has been, well, he was calling for the stretcher himself, but they refused him the stretcher. They carried him off. He's made a remarkable recovery. He's now having a shot on goal from about 30 metres out.
Interesting to note that Normie is also bringing out his own 1998 calendar. With a kick
Probably
like that,
indicative.
maybe no one will be buying it.
Yes.
Probably indicative of his form of late, but.
One goal wonder, Normie.
Yes, he hasn't played a lot of great footy, though. Well, so they you got to go short to Smith. Smith clearing kick. Looking for Fitzpatrick, who from behind is punched away by Barnes. Almost. Well, it would have done almost.
Ran it out.
Yep.
First time I've heard Stuart Kemp today.
Kempy's sparking up at the back of
Well,
the
that's if the crowd noise. That's the West Coast bench trying to spark some type of revival from West Coast. It doesn't look like it's going to come, but
Roger Fitzpatrick, man in front on the left boot. That's good work.
It's going to go up there. King holding his man out.
Comes to ground. Chad Harding got the run of it again.
Clean pick up by
Good
Chetty.
skills.
Oh, he's looking for the help by King. Wasn't there. West.
Late change being made by Scarborough. Robbie Thompson off. Adrian Vanderson on. Great work so far from Robbie Thompson. Hopefully we'll see some more of that young champion. Coach Armstrong can't give him a pat on the back. That's a great game, son.
Well, that's in the back. I think
Enjoy
that's
your beer.
He's done everything right.
Tilbrook over in the back. Elects to play on. Up to that man Barnes. He's played a good game. Probably one of their best this afternoon.
I'd say their best by a street.
Yeah, Norman seemed to be held back. Yeah, the umpire Hajimalakis, he found that one. Could be something on there.
I think there's something about Norman's ponytail.
I'm surprised that he was upset about that because normally he likes being grabbed from behind off a bit old. But anyway, the ball comes out to can't make out who that player is.
Oh, that was Mr. Mount Lawley.
It was young, actually.
Wasn't Povey.
Was it?
No. Youngie.
Andrew Young.
There is a young out there. There's hope yet then for West Coast.
The first young that played A.
Certainly not. Brother Brad played under the likes of Alan Walker back in the heyday of Scarborough.
Umpire Hajimalakis bounces the ball. Campbell out, muscles his way on this one. As Van Ersen gets away to Tilbrook, who fumbles and loses the ball. It's gone to Toyer for West Coast. He gets it out to Kemp. Kemp throws it on the boot. I think he's a bit worried there, Kempy. It's come to Big Barnesy off to his brother.
What's can he do?
Barnes
He swung it. It's gone to the left.
Drag him for that.
He almost deserved a goal. He's had a great game.
It's his first shot at goal.
And we'll pat him on the back after they lose this encounter.
Had more hook than a Rex Hunt fishing line, that one. Well, that's full time from Robinson Reserve.
It might be. Hello.
It's got to use that
Yep.
for the Tory.
Lost by.
Oh, Tilbrook.
Alrighty.
He's under.
We've got this one. Yeah, we've got this one.
No words needed to describe that bit of play, viewers, but
Yes, that was the unfortunate news we didn't want to hear, but the Scarborough G grade have gone down to Wembley at Robinson Reserve after a great year. An unfortunate end.
it can't be a great deal. It'll have to be probably inside 7 or 8 minutes left, I think, of this game. And ball comes
So it's
out.
probably 10, close to 10 to go.
Okay.
Nick Moody brought that underground well. He's got to get back on his feet quickly. And it's held in, and it's going to be a ball up.
28 points of difference here at
By
Leederville Oval.
Colin Chilcott. How many is it? 24. There's 4 goals to Scarborough. It's been a great season for the Scarborough boys. Haven't been the dominant force they have been in past years. Oh, a bit of talking out there, thanks boys. Anyway, it's come out to DeCrucci. He's done a bit lackadaisically with one hand. It's come back to Goslow, throws it on the boot. He has been
straight to the West Coast.
You give a bloke a rap and look what he does.
Going to pick up that player. But 2-1 down here. Scarborough's favour. Goslow comes out with a hand
Goslow has
pass
played a great game.
to Tilbrook. Tried to get a little short, but it was smothered by a West Coast player. Picked up by Norman. He slammed. Nothing can do.
Gozzie's copped it in the nuts. Gozzie's down.
Gozzie's in trouble. Take a few deep breaths, son.
It's out to Adrian Vanison out on the right half forward flank. Goes up to King, and King marks. He's probably about 35. He did think about playing on, but
the goal here I'd suggest would definitely leave West Coast with no chance, Stephen.
I'd certainly think it's after this one. Tell that guy to shut the gate. There's Mark.
Oh, Chatty
No
Harding.
Mark. But Dawson gets a swing. Bang.
Unselfish from Chad Morrison.
The point.
Goslow's still hobbling around after the injured George Dianakis.
Cop one in the nose.
Probably.
But even with just a point there, I think I can see the fat lady mounting the podium.
Well, I mean, that's 5 kicks. That's 5 kicks to win the game.
Yeah, almost as good as a goal, that one. This is Hudson. Hudson looks like he's going long, but he kicks it short, and he finds a teammate in... Can't see who it is. Shocking kick, though, to the favour of Dawson. He's going to get a shepherd from Fitzpatrick. No, he's not. He gets the handball to Fitzpatrick.
Great support there by Glenn Fitzpatrick. Goes short to Aaron Dunster. Aaron Dunster short again to Sean King. He's marked just on the 50-metre line.
This will test him for distance. He'll be looking for a short pass here.
Left forward pocket.
Not much on offer up forward. I think he's probably going to launch this one towards the top of the square.
You see Stuart Campbell.
Where's Nick Moody?
Stuart Campbell drifting in, but...
I'll tell you what.
He's giving it a roost.
I'll tell you what.
That's in!
That's a great goal.
It's all over. It's just about all over.
Got to be Scarborough Fish and Chip Mark.
Scarborough will be 1997 premiers.
Lady is clearing her throat.
That's it. They're all running out to congratulate on a fantastic kick. That's 4 goals to King.
Looking for their second premiership in four attempts.
Not a great ratio, but we'll take the 2.
Certainly. I mean, anyone would be happy with 1 flag, but 2
Coach
flags would be
Armstrong
bonus.
has really got together a great team over the last 4 years.
Povey's back on. Obviously, just to give him a bit of a run. Feel sorry for him.
Yeah, just to get a bit of spread on the brow and make as if he's played a full game, but tap down to Fulgrave, gets it on, shrugs a tackle, goes high. Spilker is the first man out there.
Yes, so
doesn't get an unkind bounce.
Against Kemp, Gallo the Sixers.
Again, former teammates Govern and Kemp at Wembley. It's gone to Fulgrave. Fulgrave drops on the right boot looking for Van Ersen. No, is it Tilbrook?
I think what you'll find on
both of them over the line.
I think what you'll find could be just a bit of a chip kick to kick now. You think? Just to
I think
wind the clock down. You think?
Have a bit of fun.
Do you think they'll go negative or not?
I think after the last time that Scarborough played West Coast in the grand final, I think as big a margin as possible will suffice.
I think the boys will be happy with this one. Get this one back over them. Saw the dummy
look
there.
Look at how about the Fulgrave. Fulgrave puts it up to the top of the square. Looking for the high marking move. Not there. Drops. It's all oohs and ahs at the moment.
It's a bit of ugly footy. Chad Harding,
nothing clean. Breaks away from.
He's got a paddock. I'm a bit concerned with this weather getting a bit cool. For the,
he's gone. The old over the head. No one there.
The boys' nude run tonight could be a bit dangerous. Anyway, let's come out to Hudson for the West Coast, who drops on the. Look for Normie. Can't take the mark.
Good pressure, Goslow. Good pressure.
Have a go, Normie, the crowd are saying.
Normie's obviously feeling the pinch. Obviously, the tape on the shoulder's really holding him back today.
The pinch he's feeling is the old squeeze test.
Yeah, exactly right.
The pinch test.
It's like the Michelin Man.
Oh, he's putting on that limp. He always puts on that limp in adversity, we've noticed about him. But anyway, Campbell wins that one, gets it away to Fitzpatrick, who's going to escort that ball over the boundary line.
Scarborough have been the dominant side throughout the 1997 season, and it's just a fitting reward and end to the season that they should be crowned A-grade champions.
Boschman gets it out to Fulgrave. Fulgrave throws it on the left boot, screws it back towards the centre of ground where it's taken by West Coast. Cameron Tweedy, captain of West Coast. He'll be a disappointed boy tonight, especially as he's just kicked it straight to Dale Govan.
Normie's off.
Normie, back where you belong, son.
Van Stralen for West Coast.
And that's Goslow. He's racking up the possessions in this last quarter. He's got King, the gloved one, throws on the left boot. Oh, that's a nice kick.
Dusty Springfield, there he goes.
See, Tiffenbacker warming up now for Scarborough. He'll be keen to get back out there and finish this game off.
35 points to margin. We'll probably be with inside three or 4 minutes
Very
left.
lethargic West Coast. They obviously know it's over.
Yeah, there's not much that can be done now. Play this out. Wait for the siren. We could almost affect the mercy rule. Well, Kempy will be an upset man. He'd prefer to be down at G grade today for Wembley, his old club. There's Dunster. Well, Dunster's outnumbered here, but he's got par. That's almost good work
All
from Dusty.
shaking hands on the boundary line at the Scarborough bench.
Oh, that's cocky.
It's certainly. I think we've entered a golden era of Scarborough Football Club, John. Certainly with Tim McCallum as president. We've been through probably the darkest years, and now we're approaching the golden era again.
Stop! I'm about to cry.
Tilbrook in the centre now. Let's go. Oh, he's got one there. Soldiers through that one. He goes back and gets it. That's good work. Dawson and Tilbrook on the bottom of that pack for Scarborough. This is just a formality now. Just play it out, son.
And can we get a bit of a camera glimpse on Shane Grogan walking to the bench?
I'll tell you what, the phone's running off.
But Grogs knows it's in the bag. He's hugs with Tiffin Becker on the boundary.
All over, Jack. 35.
But, the ball comes out through West Coast. Very sloppy passing there, but that man Govan mops it up.
Played very well off the half-back line today.
To Smith.
Oh, interception.
It's all academic at the moment.
A bit of a hush over the ground, stunned hush at the efficiency of this Scarborough unit, I think.
Guys are either doing their shoelaces up or they're just dropped off in the last 5 minutes.
There's 3 players out there doing out their shoelaces.
See, that's a throw. That's a throw. Yep.
That's an interesting stat too. All right, this is who's that? Adrian Van Eersen chips it in board, finds Aaron Dunster. He'll go back. They just take their time. No rush.
At the end of
he's got Gosley. Gosley's got a paddock if he wants to use it.
At the
chip over the top, and he does. He's got Fitzpatrick will run onto his left boot.
At the close of play, we'll join in the celebrations out in the field, and then we'll go in for behind the scenes, inside the change rooms with Stephen Young, John Perryman, and Jamie O'Keefe for a few select interviews.
Behind the scenes, speak for yourself, eh?
When I meant behind the scenes, John.
Interesting to note that Mark Goslow has actually had 12 hardball gets for the game, and that's a fantastic performance.
Yes, thanks, Eddie.
I'd just like to thank Jamie O'Keefe again, on loan from Swinburne Institute of Technology from Melbourne. You headed back tonight, Jamie? You going to stay for a beer or two?
I think I'll have to stay for a few ambers.
Yeah, okay.
And why not?
I'll go back to Victoria Park.
Oh, you've picked one out. This is going to be a...
Free kick from there.
Is that Van Eersen, is it?
No, Boschman.
No, Boschman. It is too. This will be fitting for this young fella. Had a great season again. Another one of the players who will be right up there in the fairest and best counting. He can jail this one. That'll just crack.
Well, it'd have to be within...
a great year.
I'd have to say probably a couple of minutes at the most left.
I'd say probably, yeah, you're probably right.
He snuck it round. That's a snugger! Oh, that's one just to blow out the candles, that one. What a fitting tribute to first game.
Nick Moody,
first year player.
Youngster coming off the ground now, Ferrick Tiffenbacher.
Raps into the crowd. All the boys are wearing the CUB hats, that is, isn't it? Scarborough, are they Scarborough caps?
No, they're CUB caps. That's our...
It's got green, gold and black though.
Yes, they're our sponsors, put together by the sponsors this year, Carlton United. Bounce in the middle again, Vampire had Jimalakis. Won this time, well, no decisive winner there. Barry Bradshaw was itching for a can on the boundary line. He was itching for one at about 11 a.m. this morning around at my house. I told him he has to wait till tonight.
Yeah, tell the rest of the story on that one quickly. What's he doing at your house at 11 o'clock in the morning?
Well, it's
Oh, he's a bit toey, the old fella. Toey for the footy.
Jeez, John, that's a little bit of a worry when you're the only guy living at that address at the new Club Calais.
Glenn Fitzpatrick's going to clear this one. Yeah, have a couple of bounces, son. Celebrate. Have a bounce. He's gone long. Boschman, I thought, could have taken a hang on the paddock, son.
Have a paddock. West Coast have stopped to a canter.
Well, I probably would have sold the dummy there.
Oh, he slipped out there.
Mate.
No fault of your own there, Dorse.
Definitely the ground is definitely not up to scratch for a grand final game.
Certainly, I think Kerry Armstrong will have his 2 cents worth to say about the oval.
Yes, Hudson, that'll be his 4th mark for the game. Very disappointing performance from the West Coast big man.
Good mark. Mark Gosler, he has played a game.
Gosling's on fire.
He's probably put himself into
But
contention.
He would be in the top 3.
it's Barry Bradshaw waving his arms towards us up here in the commentary box, and it could be he's signalling it full time.
We haven't heard the siren. They're still
No,
playing.
that's right.
So I'd say it can't be too long to go. We've gone about 27 minutes.
Certainly.
Hudson didn't want that one. Spilker's got it. Kempy onto his right boot, throws it forward. Mongrel kick has come to Goslow. He's just mopped up down there magnificently this quarter.
Resolute in defence. He chips it wide to Scotty Uglow. Scotty Uglow.
Have one of those Tories.
Tory.
Yeah, calling for the Tory, but no.
And that's it. Scarborough 1997 A grade champions. They won it in 95. They won it in 95. They won it again this year. And that's not a bad result. 4 grand final successive appearances for 2 great premierships.
Coach Armstrong's pretty happy.
And the final score, Scarborough 12-14-86 has defeated West Coast 6-8-45. And
Decisive win in the end there from Scarborough.
as we take vision over the field, there are probably at least 2 or 3 groups of Scarborough boys huddling together. I'd like to thank my co-commentators today with John Perryman and Jamie O'Keefe.
Before we go, so who for yours is best on ground?
Well, my best on ground would probably be a mixture of 2 players. I'd probably say Glenn Fitzpatrick is my tip for the medal.
Your opinion?
Well, I've said throughout the game, I'm very impressed with the performance of number 1 for Scarborough, Thompson. I think his performance solid in the packs, and I honestly think he will take out the medal. And I think Goslow's performance in the half-back line was sensational. And these are the 2 key guys that really sort of brought it forward.
I think I'll go out on a limb and say Goslow for the medal. Putting in a big last quarter there. I noticed the umpires saw the people right at the end of the game.
And there we have vision of a very, very...
Medals to the umpires.
I think we'll wind it up there and we'll go down and join the celebrations. Don't forget our interviews in about 15 minutes. Thank you. And
Sean King. Adrian Van Ersen. Chris Uglow. Matty DeGrucci. Mark Goslow. Eric Schifferbecker. Aaron Dunster. Aaron Johnson. Right, Stiffy! Boys! Glenn Fitzpatrick. Hey, Fabio! Magnificent! Frank Dawson. Kick it, Roger! Charge your kick! Get it! This is a special award to go. Coaches for 4 grand finals in a row. Really good job of that. Okay, we got 5 awards. The guys he gets one and deserves one. That's our president, Tim McCullum. Great piston on Jimmy! And just let Tim have a say. He wants to acknowledge a couple of other guys that sent the deserved medal. We're drinking.
Commiserations to West Coast. It's been great playing them all year, and they played the game out hard. 6 special awards. Assistant coach Barry Bradshaw. Our runner, Warren Dean. Guy that's worked hard behind the scenes all year. The manager, Dave Monteleone. And the final one, a guy that gave himself every chance. Didn't come up with a hamstring, but he's been part of the side, an important part of the side all year. That's Shane Grogan.
Goal medal is number 14, Scarborough.
It's just thank Army and all the rest of the guys and all the supporters. Let's enjoy it.
We'll get some photos, eh? Everyone wants to get... Yeah, boys. Let's number one. First time to get a flex.
Fuck a little chair. I just want to say something to the camera. This feels very, very good. Very good.
On your Jezza.
All right, Sean, fantastic performance today, 4 goals. How do you feel?
Very happy, obviously. It's a relief to get a kick in a grand final after the last couple. So, yeah, I was quite happy with my whole final series. It was really set myself up because it probably won't play anymore. I've sort of decided I might retire, so I wanted to finish on a high note. And today was an excellent result for everyone concerned, I think.
Great, that's excellent. What do you think of the performance of the rest of the guys, namely in Fitzpatrick, who won the medal, and also Goslow and Thompson?
I thought everyone's effort was tremendous. I think Dale Govan must have got 30 or 40 touches. Fitzy was great. Gozzy was great. I think our back half has been our strength over the last probably 2 or 3 years, and that showed today. They're very, very good. They're a great unit together, and I think our forward line's been our problems over the last few years. And I think the forward line this year proved to be the winning move, and with Jeremy Smith there.
I was about to say, not to mention Jeremy Smith, because he's right here. Jeremy, how do you feel?
Ex-Carlton man.
Just like to say,
Scarborough!
Sean King's wealth of experience that he's added to Scarborough Football Club. I think he's got another 3 seasons left in him. Expecting to be the Michael Tuck of the amateur league, and he's just a quality bloke, an absolute quality bloke. Have some words, bro.
What do I want to say? Up the Scarborough boys!
You guilty. Down the mate. It's too easy this game.
Let's go 6.
Fitzy, best on ground medal today. Great performance off the half-back line. What do you think? Pretty happy about that?
Oh yeah, very happy to sort of set yourself an aim before a grand final. I mean, you want to win it first, but you also want to play well yourself, so I was really happy.
Great game. We had some good companions down there. Gozzy, a few of the boys really stood up across the half-back line.
Yeah, the back line's been good all year, and it was it wouldn't have been fitting if we hadn't performed today, and it was an excellent effort all over, yeah.
So a few beers tonight, mate?
Yeah, I might have
quiet ones?
1 or 2. I think it might be a big weekend.
All right, mate, good on you. Go and have some.
Thanks very much.
Thanks, mate.
happened twice, 2 out of 4 years, was going to the opposition room. So it was a tradition that wasn't carried out by Nullamara when we beat them, and it is hard. And I remember John Dimmer's side of West Coast that beat us that early year, that first premiership. And I really appreciate Carts, and as far as the relationship with the club, West Coast, some of their players that I had in the state side, and Carts as a coach has been quite impeccable, and I appreciate you coming in, mate.
Probably the longest 100 metres I've ever had to walk in my life, but from our point of view, from West Coast, there was only ever 2 teams in the competition, and for us to win it, we had to beat Scarborough. On the days, we were beaten by a better side. There's no doubt about that. And just congratulations to each and every one of you. Enjoy it, and think of us when you're when you're laughing and happy. We'll be the opposite. Congratulations to you guys. You deserved it.
Scarborough change rooms is the captain of the premiership, or the coach of the premiership team is Gary Armstrong. All looked fantastic over by the boys today. Army, I thought first half they took a while to get in the game, but that first 10 minutes of the third quarter really did break it open, and it really did set up a good move for Scarborough.
Yeah, the first quarter I thought we played reasonable against the breeze. Second quarter we were shocking. And to come in at half-time only a point down after such a bad quarter, we were in a big chance. Yeah. The guys turned it around the first 10 minutes of the third quarter, like the second semi. They responded. They really wanted that bit of metal around the neck. It was great.
I thought a point down at half-time. The mood in the rooms was still quite calm. There was no alarm bells ringing at all, and I thought the boys did take it on board to really do stem up a good third quarter, as you've already said. But was there any doubt in your heart that the boys could have?
There's no doubt. You just got to keep them believing. And the problem is when we did lose them at half-time, you just don't realise there's no tomorrow. We've just got one half of football to win what we're after, and you have to refocus them. The prize is unbelievable, mate. It's a great week of partying. You got the medal, you got the memory for life, and I really had to focus the guys why we're here today, and they responded, mate. That first 10 minutes of the third quarter, we had a hungry for it, mate. It's great.
Any standout performances on part of our boys? I think Glenn Fitzpatrick. I really did think he deserved the best on ground. Stuart Campbell, the captain.
Stuart Campbell's magnificent. I mean, they're talking it's his last game. We don't know yet, but. Glenn Fitzpatrick's been magnificent. One guy I thought stood out along with Fitzy was Dale Govan. Magnificent. He won the medal 2 years ago, and his game today was magnificent. He'd come off a guy probably a foot taller than him, and he just ran all day. He assisted the back line, and I thought Dale Govan's game was huge, mate. And without taking anything away from Glenn, I love both of them, mate. They're good blokes.
Just in closing, 4th grand final appearance in a row. 2 premierships and 4 grand finals. If we lost today, would it have been quite unbearable for you?
Yeah, you would. I would really not blame myself, but not really want to be part of a club that's lost 3 out of 4 because it's just an ill feeling. And today we responded, and 2 out of 4 is not too many. If you win one, lose one, win one, lose one, you're always there, mate. That's the main thing.
Anyway, congratulations. I think with the boys, we're going to have a really big night. And thank you for being our audience for this afternoon, and we hope to see you this time next year with another Premiership Scarborough's Notch. Thank you very much.